Greetings and salutations, travelers. Welcome back to the Inn of Planar Crossroads, and welcome back to our Broken Universe game. We are on our 6th session, and some weird stuff happened last time, so be sure to tune into that one if you haven't watched it yet, because this one will be kind of picking up where that one left off, so you'd be kind of lost a little bit if you're coming in midstream from that. But it's okay. You can catch up on that pretty quickly. Now, first thing we do here at the Inn of Planar Crossroads, of course, is our disclaimer and all of our announcements. Takes less than 5 minutes. You can time me. Here we go. Disclaimer: this is an adult podcast that sometimes features adults that sometimes use adult language. You have been warned. Everybody here knows that we have our Patreon going for both Black Dragon Gaming and the Inn of Planar Crossroads. So for the Inn of Planar Crossroads, that means that when we hit $50 a month of support, we're going to give away a rulebook. When we hit $100 of support, we're going to give away the special edition Pathfinder Playtest rulebook. Still in the plastic, mint condition. So there you go for all you collectors out there. Our next subscriber appreciation one-shot will be at 400. CryptoFox Gaming is going to run that. So we've sprinkled spoilers for it. Not spoilers, but little hints about what it's going to be about here and there for those that have been paying attention. So you may have inklings about what it might be, but no direct spoilers today. Just let it, just cook over it in your mind for a minute, and you might get it. But we have a monthly giveaway that we always do. And for this month, I'm a little torn about what to give. We might do something like a Steam card. We've done that before. We might do some Skull Splitter dice again. We've done that before. So you can give us some feedback, but by next session, I will decide what we're giving away this September. For the audiobook project, it is working on. It's coming on our way. So you guys should be seeing it come out fairly soon. Well, more of it coming out fairly soon. And I believe that's everything. So let's get in the game. Or at least let's recap for people what happened. So anybody want to take that on? I'll give away.
The party found lots and lots of gold, and they all went home, and they had gingerbread or something, and it was real good.
And nobody blew up,
and no one exploded.
To do my card reading, so I'm gonna do that while you guys recount what happened.
We gotta go get Robin. Robin can do it. It'll take 20 minutes, but we'll get there.
Yeah, but he'll recount absolutely everything we did the previous week.
Every detail. How are we gonna know what we did last week? We'll be lost forever.
All right. Well, what happened was they started to explore around Oxrock to try and figure out and better gauge where this item that they're looking for, this thing that they're looking for, this container that they were looking for is. Part of them went to the Guild of the Champions of Adventure, which is the main guild situated there in Oxrock. It didn't seem to be quite as helpful. So they kept looking on their own, and the other ones that split off, which were Octarion and their roommate that they had in the Sexy Wizard Tavern, well, not tavern, it was an inn. He and Octarion explored around more with the little bead jewel. And they were able to kind of get it close and pinpoint with appropriate rolls and stuff like that it was in Frednell's flagon. So they have that all worked out, and it only took them they had explored previously during that day, so now they are actually, now that they knew where it was, they went and decided to go in and check it out right then. So that's what they did. They went in, they talked to Frednell Flagon, and they it was not truthful. They did not convince him through truth. They definitely did a little bit of deception to get down in the basement, which is they figured by the way it was behaving, by the way the gem was behaving, that going up was not the way to find it, going down was. So that's what they did. Quite a bit at the urging of Adam, Atulis, that we've been calling him Atulis. Atulis, who was their roommate, as we said before. And it got a little bit creepy, according to our gaming group. How he would be always just outside the light, always leading them down. And eventually he did lead them down to a place that should be familiar for past viewers. He led them down into the dungeon below Frednell's Flagon. They went down in there, came to the same room, and apparently it has happened in between or right around the time, they aren't sure, and I'm not going to tell them, of their previous campaigns or the previous one-shots that have gone on down there. They went in, and that place that had the sarcophagus, for those of you that watched before, it was closed, and they and the group that went down before kind of cracked it open to see what was inside, and they started to get pulled in if they tried to reach in, and they had to really resist it to get out. That sarcophagus was glowing. The runes on it were glowing just ever so slightly. Atulis was already in there, and long story short, Atulis lifts the skeleton out, and it starts to try and reform, and waves of innervation or whatever, waves of energy flow not out from the sarcophagus, but towards it and towards the individual that had been contained within. Now, they believe that this was possibly, it came into mind that this was possibly the container they were looking for. So 2 modes of trying to figure that out were employed. One was going to try and touch the thing with it, and one just threw the thing, the little gem at it to see what would happen. Something did happen. A white light explosion, whatever, everything faded to white. And then they found themselves on this hill, this low little mound of a hill, green grass, lovely sunshine, not too hot, not too cold. And that's kind of where we're picking up. Everybody's laying on the ground. And to clarify, when I say everybody, I do not mean Mulgren, and I do not mean
Bucket.
I do not mean Charlie Bucket.
Oh no.
I mean you guys that were there, and then Octarion's horse. Even the wagon seems to be there. And the boars.
Man, I got one heck of a hangover.
So here's the question. Did the magic weapon effect, is it still going?
That is a very good indicator how much time has passed.
It is not.
So it's been more than a minute.
Ah,
Boom, boom.
how about the mage armor?
The mage armor, actually, no.
So it's been less than a day. More than a minute, less than a day.
More than a minute. So our burritos are done in the microwave. We don't
Yeah.
need to go to bed.
However, the turkey is still cooking.
Yeah, fair. We'll pregame on burritos. It'll be fine. So
Yeah, we're gonna pregame on burritos. I like
yeah,
it.
fuck yeah. I legitimately once upon a time in my life went to a fucking like a smokeout and just brought Taco Bell burritos. That was my food that I brought. Everyone else brought meat. It was good to be 19.
Mm,
And yes, we put them in the smoker, and yes, it was good.
I believe it.
Smoky flavor is nice.
Smoky flavored 5-layer burritos.
Ooh. Now
So let's,
wait, we're getting off track here. Let's focus.
Perception.
Focus.
The higher, the better. I rolled a 19, and I had 3.
That's
So 22. My horse, however, has a updated character sheet because leveled up.
can you empathetic? Can you talk to your horse?
I cannot.
You can
Not
ask the
knowing
horse,
enough.
hey man, how much time has passed? How
I'm
long
just
has it
saying.
been?
11.
He makes perception checks for this horse. I don't know how the horse is telling him anything.
Context clues.
What's
Is it a problem that I'm rolling the stats that I have? I hope it's not.
So what was the result again?
22 and 11. Yeah.
Who is the 22?
Mm.
Okay, good.
Point at me and grunt, I guess, means Octarion.
The one that can talk.
Octarion sits up. Everybody's kind of coming to. And Octarion hears something that he's not really familiar with very much. He hears water. Not just like a running stream, but like
Like the flush and pull of the tide.
I was gonna say the toilet.
The flush of a toilet. A huge toilet.
That's the game we're playing today.
We're all
right.
going down, down, down to Goblin Town like the turds we are.
Yep.
turds.
Man, I've had that kind of day. I could kick some goblins around. Can we do that? Do I see anything else? Hear anything else? Just water.
You don't see the water. You only hear the water.
Okay.
Jalurie is mumbling something about a hangover.
I would like to ride in the direction of the water.
Okay, so you want to leave the rest of the party and ride towards the water?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how do we feel? Is it just like normal or?
Well, one of us is hungover from all of
Yeah,
the
but
evil.
I think that's
like
normal,
that's,
though.
That's sort of an all the time for her.
Fair enough.
I mean, I can't speak for Amy, but like for Jello, it's probably like an all the time.
Yeah. All right. So you start to ride that way, and you guys, the hill that you're on, another hill kind of slopes upward from it, and as you get to the crest of that hill, you see that it kind of slopes down rather quickly to a sandy beach. Not maybe 300 yards from where you are. It slopes down again into that area. And you see waves.
But I don't see anything else like moving around.
Not at the moment. You see to the north, based upon the sun, to the north and the south of you, just beach that stretches and curves a little bit as it gets north, curves a little bit towards the east.
Okay. How far away is this from the rest of the squad?
Not that far, actually. You have to ride maybe, we'll say about a good 300 or 400 feet.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay like.
Where
I'm gonna
are
stay
we? Sorry.
Do I hear him from 300 or 400 feet?
There's not a lot of other sound aside from the ocean, but the ocean
Fair.
can be, well, I say ocean, from the big water. Because you guys don't know if it's ocean.
From the
or
big
it could be
blue.
lake. From
Ba-
the big
ba-da.
blue stuff.
It smells salty.
That's a question.
Yeah, that much fresh water
Kinda.
would be concerning.
It does kind of smell salty. You do smell the salt in it. Not as much salt as you might have remembered from the past. It's not like you've never been to the beach before, but it's not like you've stayed there much either.
Nobody's playing a pirate.
Yeah. So
No one is a pirate.
you do smell the
Octarion's
salt.
just gonna turn and like wave in, like as Cashew's yelling, just like wave his arm like up like this to like signal him to come here.
He'll start like walking across the praglands into the beach area.
Do you have our son?
Oh, you mean like what?
Yeah,
the
he's Charlie
that
Bucket.
I thought
he
Octarion
existed.
Don't you remember we had a beautiful romance in the
We
previous
did.
course?
We did long ago. I'm just gonna I'll wait till Cashew catch up, and then once he catches up, and whoever else in the squad wants to join us on this hill overlooking this gigantic beach on our new vacation home at level 2. I thought he was with you.
No, he's not in the wagon.
I don't even know if do I have all my other instruments with me or
You guys have what was mainly on you.
okay, so I have a fiddle. Shit.
I have all my gear. Because if it wasn't stored on me, it was stored on my horse.
I also don't have any of my other things. All the instruments I was keeping in the wagon are gone.
I think we have bigger problems.
Then a missing bucket? We have a hole in our bucket. It's a hole in my
Hopefully
heart.
he's still alive. Where are we?
There's a hole in my bucket, dear Octarion. Dear Octarion.
Bring him back. I'll put some more holes in him. I was close the first time. He had 2 hit points.
That's true.
Stupid
Yeah,
nerf
yeah.
range combat. Here is a... What even am I rolling? I rolled a 15. I'm going to call it a... call it a survival check. Yeah. So I get an 18 all told. And I want to I guess just ride down to the beach, see if this place can sustain us. I don't have those feats. I'm not cool enough at survival yet that we can all survive in the void of space, but maybe see if that water is fresh or salt water, see if there's fish in it, things like that.
We're also
Okay.
missing the stinky, sleepy dwarf. So, little win, little lose.
Jalurie sort of stumbles up to where Cashew and Octarion are. Where are we?
It's a
What's
good
going
question.
on?
Octarion will find out.
He's trying.
He's
I
smart
have,
at
I
math.
have another question also as I'm trying to figure out where the hell we are. I took my Cavalier dedication at level 2. I didn't have time to retrain the animal companion from level 1, so is there a second horse somewhere in the picture? Because I guess I have 2 now.
Because
You have
he's been
2?
everywhere, man. He's been everywhere.
No. Not in the immediate area, but we can work out that does get found.
Okay.
So, at some point.
Jalurie's gonna look around, see if she sees that weird inn we were at before showing up.
Okay. So as you look around for that, make me a perception check. And Octarion is looking around using survival to try and figure out if you can sustain yourselves here. It looks like a fairly normal beach. You feel the water. It's temperate. It's not super cold or anything. You're not in some kind of far north, but it's not really warm either. So probably not near the tropics. It's hard to tell without spending quite a bit of time if it's fishable, but it's possible. There's always fishing. There's always another fish in the sea.
Thanks, Dad.
There
There it is.
you go. The Pathfather has spoken. That always has to come after.
It does. It does.
But yeah, you look around. I mean, you could sustain yourselves here probably. There's some underbrush and things like that could be used for heat if it gets cold, but it doesn't feel like it's going to get cold. It feels very much like it's temperate weather right now. There's no inclement weather that you can feel coming. Jalurie, she looks up and around where they are, right? What were you wanting to do again?
See if I can see the inn anywhere. The strange, weird, moving, transdimensional inn.
All right. So you look around. You don't necessarily see the inn. It's like you're looking around. You see Tibelda still laying on the ground, going, "Oh," and getting slow, a lot slower than you guys getting up. And Jarrko is still over there. Whether he's getting up yet or not is up to him. But as you're over there, you kind of see a fox, not a fox, a wolf that has an odd hue of color on its fur. Looks to be like a greenish tinge.
You find a green wolf?
Okay. Jalurie will do some kind of religion check to recall knowledge, see what that might be.
Okay.
Eh.
You're not familiar with any religions that have a green wolf in them.
But I do know that Jalurie did know something about. This is just recalling from previous sessions. Something about Mulgren's god dying at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So she's sort of
not
suspicious.
necessarily dying, but something
Just
going
kind of
on.
like falling from grace.
Something where there was no longer a connection between him and his followers. Because I did get that nat 20 on that.
Yeah, like connections were being severed from various followers.
Yeah. So, and then there's this whole weird thing with the inn. So Jalurie isn't entirely sure they're on the same plane of existence. I suppose she'll cautiously start approaching the wolf.
Okay. The grass is very high, and it kind of blends in with it. And as you get closer, it was kind of just standing there anyway, kind of sitting there anyway. As you get closer, it kind of starts to get up and it stretches a bit, and it starts to move away. But it kind of stays about 150 feet from you. But when you stop,
it doesn't seem hostile though.
No, and when you stop, it stops and it kind of looks back at you, and then it kind of sits down.
Looking in the direction of the wolf, Jalurie will take a shot out there and yell, "Hey, do you happen to know where we are?"
It looks at you, still sitting. It's a very large wolf, and it just kind of just sits there. Doesn't respond to your verbal questions.
Think at it.
Grab Xander real quick, get that Charlie X going.
Right. Yeah, I suppose she'll head back towards Octarion and point the wolf out, see if he knows anything about it.
Okay, Octarion is down on the beach. So while you go and look for Octarion, what is Jarrko doing?
He'll help up Tibelda, grabs her by the forearm and pulls her up on her feet.
Okay. Oh, we lost. We lost Octarion. All right, he'll be back.
The sea claimed him.
Yeah.
The sea claimed him. Well, could run with that. So you go ahead and you lift her up. She doesn't really know why she's feeling so way out. Make me a perception check.
That's right. 22.
You know that you look at her, and when she's getting up, she tries to put her hand on your. She kind of stands up and starts to topple when she tries to put her hand on your shoulder. She doesn't seem to notice it, but her hand originally passes through your shoulder, but she kind of catches herself, and then the second time she catches herself, she catches you on your shoulder, and it's solid.
Ho there, sweetie. Okay, right, let's get you up to the others, okay?
Okay, don't call me sweetie. I'll break your nose.
Oh, I'd like to see you try it.
Oh wait. What's her anathema? What did she choose? What did she pick? Was she a fury totem?
She's the one that doesn't have like real bad anathema. Shit, I don't remember what it's called. The kind of boring one.
Is it fury?
Boo.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's the Fury is the one that doesn't have the anathema.
She's not giant totem anymore, so she doesn't have to like actually break Jarrko's nose, though she probably would try.
Yeah, she says maybe later.
Dwarven nose reinforced with rebar, very strong.
It's like those diagrams in the 3.0 player's handbook where the dwarven rib cage is actually like bigger and thicker.
Yeah.
That actually would not biologically work well, but that's not.
It would not. You'd weigh yourself down.
Well, and then if your ribs aren't loose and expandable, then you don't breathe good.
No, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, makes sense.
These are.
They have a special lungs.
They got iron lungs.
Well said. Okay, so
And the fire belly.
is it? I guess it's an occultism check to determine if we're like what plane we're on, huh?
I know some stuff about planes.
You do.
Yep.
I was from one.
I mean, everyone is.
From a plane.
We're
What a
all from different
coincidence.
places.
All right.
So he'll lead her up to the others, and just as they get the view, he'll just topple back down on his arse, just staring at the ocean or salt water, body of salt water.
Yep.
Yep. Ho 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 ho. Cashew,
Yeah.
is this where you're from?
Is it?
It could be.
You can make me an occultism check for the
I would
plane.
say no, but knowing Adam, it
Yeah,
very well could be.
is that your
I feel like
mailbox?
nature could also identify like the first world. I'm gonna try a nature check for better or worse. 18.
Modified 16.
16. This does not look like home, Cashew. Not like where you know of home.
I don't think so. Yeah, at least know where I've been.
And nature-wise, there does not seem to be any strange flora or fauna to indicate that you're on some strange plane.
I mean, there's a green dog.
Oh, what?
Are we all aware of that? I thought that was
I don't
just.
know. I don't know if anybody else saw it.
We'll say that Jalurie kind of walks up at this point and be like, "Dudes, did you see the size of that wolf?"
Jalurie turns into Seuss from Gravity Falls.
Hey, dudes.
Dudes.
Oh, good. Everyone's here. There's this is weird green wolf thing.
Show me.
Does that mean something to you?
It does.
Provisions?
It's how I met the procurer.
Jalurie will look back, see if the wolf followed her.
It did not. It stayed where it sat down, where it knows you saw it sit down.
Okay. She will lead Octarion and I guess anyone who wants to follow to the last place that she saw it.
Okay.
Okay, so when Octarion sees it, evens I do this, odds I don't. Neutral characters are fun. Okay, so Octarion's gonna just like spur his horse to a gallop and just charge at the thing and see how it reacts when I get like really close to it because I'm expecting some kind of magically something / spirit quest.
Okay.
You fall off your horse in a coma and you have to go on a vision quest now.
Oops.
No, I mean the wolf
Somebody
just,
put a pillow under my head so I don't break my neck and die.
the wolf just stands up and gives him a bunch of peyote and be like, "Here you go, dude."
And that's the expression.
Choose a hand to like one hand's filled with peyote and the other's full of ayahuasca.
Either
Choose
way,
your journey.
Either way, it's a trip.
Yep, I knew that was coming.
So while everyone else is kind of getting into the wagon and getting, starting to get the boards done, you see that Octarion just goes, gallops, and he gets closer to the wolf.
Right.
Closer to the wolf.
Octarion, did you figure out where you went? Oh, he's busy.
He's busy. It's all right.
Too bad.
You're within 100 feet.
Mm.
You're within 50 feet. You're within 25 feet.
Okay.
You're within 15 feet. You're within 10 feet.
Still nothing.
You're within 5 feet. And as you go and you're at full gallop, so as you go whoosh on what you should run over the beast, it seems to just kind of hop leisurely out of your way as you get close. And it's almost like it didn't even move. It's like you just rode past it for some reason. And you're like, And it just kind of looks over its shoulder at you and looks at the others and looks at you and looks at the others.
Okay.
Cashew puts his hands up like, we don't know him.
I'm probably reaching here, but safe players are safe. I'd like to disbelieve the illusion. Well, I got a 4, so modified. That's an 8. We're all gonna die. Safe players are dead.
Doesn't seem like an illusion. Seems pretty solid.
Okay.
Can we see what he's chasing after in the grass?
Yeah, you guys can see it. It seems to be it's the grass. To give perspective here, the grass is about as tall as Jarrko's chin. So it's pretty tall grass.
So I've got like a bird's eye view on this grass.
Yeah. And the dog, it's up to the wolf's chest when it's just sitting down.
Oh, that's a big dog.
That's a big wolf.
That's a really big wolf.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Cashew's gonna hop down out of the back of the wagon because that's the kind of size canine that can knock a horse over.
Mm-hmm.
And my good friend Octarion over there is playing Marco Polo with a horse that could with a dog that could knock his horse over.
Yeah.
Just blindly going through the grass. Marco!
Polo.
Playing chicken.
So,
Here's a perception to sense motive. That kind of feels weird, but it is what it is. That comes out to an 18, right? Yeah, it does. I want to it seems the wolf wants the whole squad to follow it, not just me. Is that accurate?
that's fairly accurate.
Okay.
So
Then I'm just gonna, from the several hundred feet, just do the same thing and just wave, probably just Cashew as everybody else is getting ready over, and just wait for everybody to show up.
Okay.
Get the wagon ready. I think we're gonna do something.
And I'll walk over to
Of course,
wherever
we're gonna do something.
Octarion is.
Cashew,
What was that?
Cashew,
Oops.
Cashew.
Yes, Jarrko?
Can you come here? Can you lean down? I need to whisper something to you.
Okay. Yeah, he walks around the side of the wagon. He's like, "What is it, Jarrko? You're good."
I poop my pants sometimes.
Secret time. My dad once shit his pants in a Banana Republic. Secret time.
You know they were like out after Tibelda, right?
What?
They're people after her, right? You know. that.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
don't think any of the giant green dogs are after Tibelda.
No. I think I might know. Like, there's something weird with her. She's like, I don't think she's like alive. She's like, she just passed through me, with her hand.
Well, that's not that weird. We were talking to a couple ladies in the woods the other night. They were passing through trees.
Right, but I'm not a tree.
Well, yeah, but neither is she a dryad.
Right.
I mean,
So
like,
this,
safe to say she's more than she appears, because that's weird if what you said is accurate.
so you're saying this is just normal? It's just something that happens where you're from all day, every day.
I like not all day, every day. I'm just like the stuff. Yeah, stuff is weird.
All right.
People don't think it'd be like it is, but it do.
That makes no sense, but okay.
That's kind of how I live my life, man. You've known me for years.
All right.
I mean, like, keep an eye on it. If it gets weirder than that, we should probably do something about it.
Does Tibelda still look like sick or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Then Jalurie will approach to see how she's doing, and I guess try a medicine check.
Don't get me wrong. I'm super concerned for our new friend, but I'm pretty sure Octarion is trying to get himself eaten.
You'll just let him then, I suppose.
Uh,
How many heads do you get for Tibelda, by the way?
Hold on. I'm pretty sure the first time I got like 3. We were super positive on Tibelda.
Yeah.
Tibelda and Jalurie.
Still 2 heads. That's pretty good.
All right.
I mean,
It's
I'm pretty
funny.
sure I can attribute the first tales to like the whole hand business you were talking about.
Perhaps.
All right.
I just
Jalurie's
give me a
medicine
prize. I'm gonna go check on. I'm gonna go check on Horseboy. Medicine check. Go ahead.
Jalurie's medicine check as she's kind of checking her over. She doesn't seem to have anything physically wrong with her. I mean, her eyes dilate appropriately. You know, it's not like she's got one big one and one small one. There's no signs.
She's not
of
having a
head
stroke.
injury. No stroke, no concussion looking like. She just doesn't. It's like she's not connecting. It's, you know, like the synapses up there aren't connecting for what we would say. This brain just ain't working as well.
Lights are on, but ain't nobody home.
Yeah, it seems really not necessarily nauseated, just kind of lethargic and not herself. And
I
not
guess,
like, oh, she's been replaced by a doppelganger, not herself, but like she's Tibelda, she's just not up to her own snuff.
Knowing what happened with, or at least having some idea of what happened with Mulgren, she'll try a religion check to see if it's similar in any way.
Okay.
Yeah.
11, you don't know, but character knowledge, Tibelda was never super religious anyway, so it
Yeah.
probably, even if something was going on, it seems to hit people that seek out that connection first.
Okay.
So,
All right. She'll sort of help Tibelda into the back of the wagon and ask Jarrko to get a move on, catch up with the wolf.
Not sure we want to meet the wolf, though. I think
Octarion said it's something to do with the wolf was how he first met the procurer, something like that.
Right, but Octarion said that he was getting himself killed, so...
I don't think Octarion said that. I said
Those
I think
exact words. Be right back, getting myself killed.
Ah.
all right. Well, as you guys are waiting and looking, eventually you guys look at that, and you have to come closer to get closer to Octarion. As you guys start to get closer to the big wolf, you see it does eventually get up as you guys start to get closer, and it walks over and has to walk past Octarion, and as it does, it kind of grabs the hem of his pants and tugs a bit, and then starts walking ahead.
Okay, I will fall behind.
All right.
Okay.
You've seen weirder. It's fine. Come on.
I mean, I have. We just had a discussion about how weird my day-to-day life is. Not with you, with someone else. But my point is, I'm confused.
I'm sure we'll figure out what's going on soon enough. Unless you'd rather fish.
I do like fish.
I do like
I
fish.
could do some fish.
Would we rather be fishing?
The following a green wolf? Probably.
There's your session title. Gone
Yeah.
fishing.
Finally fishing.
And then we can become pirates. Yes!
Yes! I start looking around for a man wearing a hat that I might be able to use my fishing line to pull the hat off of, and he'll get real mad and kick me out of this fishing emporium.
Bum, bum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. All right.
1 star wipe later, and we're following this wolf.
All right. So, you guys continue on following the wolf. All
Yeah,
right.
I guess so.
The wolf leads you on until the hills start to end and come into a flat place. There appears to be a very... It's definitely a wagon-esque road. It's just got the wheel tracks. It's dirt and stone and stuff. It's not a built road. It's someone has gone back and forth through here a few times type road. The wolf does not stop there. The wolf gets to the road and doesn't even seem to look both ways. He crosses the road and continues on, apparently towards some other hills in the distance.
Just how far are we gonna go?
I have no idea. I don't know how far is where we are.
I mean, we could just follow the dirt road. It should lead to some civilization, right?
Let's make a survival check. See if what has made the, road is the wrong word. But, the path where the grass has been run down. 23.
Probably a wagon. A wagon definitely smaller than y'all's has made that road. And it doesn't seem like it's one that's traveled much.
Do we all have our gems?
Relevant.
I doubt that I have mine, considering the last thing I did before we teleported was throw it.
Indeed. Cashew does not have his gem, but everyone else seems to have their gem.
Ooh, I'm in it for the long haul now. I can't opt out.
Not get paid either.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Alright.
pulling the other wagon? Not our wagon, but the one that I'm survivaling. What kind of footprints are there?
The footprints Make me a survival check because it's not fresh.
Okay. 17.
Can't really tell. It's a large creature, but that's about all you get. You can tell that it's probably cloven hooved. So it's not a shoed. It's not a horse because it's not shoed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Octarion is going to keep following the wolf. And whoever in the party follows him, and whoever doesn't. We'll see what happens. It looks like if the wolf stops and wants to sit and wait for me to assemble the Avengers again, I can just go grab him.
I mean, if this is weird enough that I feel like I have to.
Yeah, it feels like a hook of some sort.
No,
Like there's
that's
some kind of plot happening.
We left that back for the fishing.
I
We
mean,
could have been buying fish.
I trust Octarion implicitly at this point. Whether or not that's deserved. And I mean, Octarion wants. If you want to follow the wolf, I mean, I'll go with you. If for no other reason than so you don't get eaten.
What do the coins say?
Oh my God, you people and your coins.
I'm the one based off of fate, and you guys are the ones wanting the coins all the time.
Oh wait, actually, hold on. This pertains to a card reading I did. Specifically to Octarion. You will find a new quest. And you will have to overcome the illusion of feeling trapped or powerless.
When did you do a card reading of me?
I do 2 at the beginning of every session.
Oh, nice.
This I would just kind of see it as like every time a day passes, he like lays out the cards, and he does too, and he tries to figure out what they mean.
Fair enough.
It
Okay,
saves
I'm just
me
gonna
from
right after the wolf.
it saves me from having one of you ask me, and then I have to pull the deck of cards out of my desk and pull them out and shuffle them.
Makes sense.
All right. This was
Jalurie will follow as well. She's quite intrigued by this wolf and what's going on.
Okay. The wolf continues to lead you past, and it took about half a day to get to that road. He keeps going. So
we've been walking for a day?
you've been
Half a day.
riding for a day.
Well, depending on what the terrain's like, the wagon's probably traveling as fast as Cashew walks.
Yeah.
That is true.
Because if we're off road with our hard wheeled cart, it probably doesn't handle fields super well.
Yeah, no.
All right.
So Cashew will walk. Cashew used to walk everywhere.
All right. You guys continue on then. So you pass over this road and you continue to move on. Eventually, night starts to set and you are getting close to the edge. Well, no, you're still looking at those hills that that it seems to be heading to. You do pass some probably bovine-esque, bison-esque type of herds that you see off in the distance grazing. Not close enough to cause any problems, but there.
Okay. Do we have food?
That's also what I was thinking.
You had what you have on you when you poofed.
We had rations in the cart, didn't we?
Everybody just stuffed some Easy Mac in their backpacks before we decided to go into the crypts.
Yeah, how much of the stuff in the wagon came with? Or just the wagon and the boars?
Just the wagon and the boars.
Oh my god, I lost so much fucking money of equipment.
Yeah.
Lost is
Alright.
a strong term. You may be able to reclaim it at some point.
I guess
We'll
I'll
have to
just
go back
change
to Oxrock.
Yeah, it's not
4
lost.
handheld instruments to 1 handheld instrument.
It's not lost. It's just not with you.
Yeah, it's basically lost.
You guys are so
Don't
glass
worry about
half
it.
full.
Charlie's with your stuff, probably.
He's probably not dead. He probably hasn't
Now-
sold it all and gone back to being a double-crossing pile of halfling garbage.
Yeah, now that his 2 dads aren't here to keep him on the straight and narrow, what's gonna
Yeah.
happen to my bucket boy?
He's gonna get himself killed. Octarion is going
He
to.
won't be able to play the fiddle.
You lose one
Sure
more
you can.
finger, Charlie.
You
One more
gotta
finger.
strap the bow to like your forearm and go like this, like
No.
you're,
Ooh.
this is my boomstick.
He'll change his name to Ashley. Yeah, it'll be great.
Well, I guess
So,
we
Octarion
make
is
camp
gonna go hunt some
eventually.
bison. If we have no food and there is food, it's time to go grab something to feed everybody with.
Okay.
Yeah. I only have so much rations on me.
Now here's a question that's super awkward because I don't know how like mechanically we want to make this, but how much does Jalurie weigh? Because it might be a lot faster to bring somebody else to hunt with me, and I don't think I'm squeezing Jarrko, let alone Cashew, on the back of my horse.
To be fair, Tibelda's nothing but muscle. She's pretty heavy, too.
Yeah. And she wasn't exactly short either.
Right.
I mean, Jalurie's a half elf, so probably fairly light.
Okay. So then,
Just
as
a-
we start to make camp, I'm gonna like circle my horse around to Jalurie and just. We need to hunt. Will you come help me? It'll be faster with 2.
Well, I suppose it's a chance to get away from Jarrko for a bit, so sure.
Octarion
They're going to
rolls
come
his
back
eyes
and he's going to
knowingly.
be asleep in your tent.
And we'll kill him. We'll kill him dead.
Tent is gone, man. Tent is gone.
Tent was in the wagon.
Oh shit! No. Now I'm mad. Now we're gonna make some tents out of some bison hide. We're gonna turn into Plains Indians. We're
That
gonna
takes a
use
little
all of
bit.
it.
That
Yeah.
takes time.
We
Nah,
clearly
you
have time.
You
We'll
can kill a
make-
bison, clean its entire corpse, tan its leather, and turn it into a fucking tent. And like, yeah, we'll have a TV
Prestidigitation.
by the end of the night.
Sure.
Presto
Yeah.
can do it.
I mean, who said the tent was in the wagon? Because I do have a backpack.
You do
Man,
have a backpack. You
that's a
carry your
big tent
backpack with
to
you
lug
all
around.
the time? With your backpack?
Jalurie is actually backpacking
Okay.
through 9 guilds.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay. So, you guys go out hunting. That means I'm going to need... Let's do this as a challenge. So 3 survival checks.
Okay.
Jalurie, you're helping, so you may make a survival check, and if he chooses to, we'll do it this way and see if we like it. You may make a check as well, and if he wants to, he can substitute your role for his role if he, has something bad happen.
Seems good.
All right.
So my
So how
first
many
one
we
is
making?
16.
Oh, I only make one, right?
Yeah, you just make one. It's kind of like
Okay.
an insurance policy.
There we go.
Not bad. I'll take my 16, but it's respectable.
Okay.
Second check. Second check is considerably worse at a 10. Right? Yeah, 10. Proficiency is weird. I like it.
Yep.
It's weird, though.
And
You keep having to be like,
third-
that ain't right.
So we have a 15, a 10, and then
A
what?
16 to 10, and then we're waiting on Jalurie's survival
No,
check.
Jalurie got a 15.
So can I sub out the 10 for a 15?
You may.
Okay, so I have a 16, 15. The final roll is 15.
Okay.
Nice.
Very good. So 3 successes. You guys are able to not only find one, but find one in an appropriate amount of time to get back before it's too late.
Nice.
You are able to get, it's not a sickly one, but it's one of the smaller ones of the herd. And it's a bit of doing, but you get it separated off. And we're not going to do a combat for this because this is a story thing happening, people. Can't do combat in all of them.
Let's
But
fight a CR0 cow. Hooray!
hey, man, bison.
I've had one of those
nothing to
days.
be
I wouldn't
fussed
mind
about.
kicking around a CR0, literally go cow tipping for a session.
All right.
I wonder if we have stats.
The bison, I don't know, but you get a closer look with these creatures. They seem to be not as shaggy as a yak, but about what you would think a bison would look like. But they have more of a as far as fur and stuff. But they don't have the very large hump that the bison has for its head. Their heads are substantial, seem to be less dense than an American bison would be. So the head is less dense, but the horns are a bit longer. It looks very much like a regular bovine, except for those features. The coloring for the one that you guys caught was a what is it? What's the word?
Magenta.
It's a multicolored cow. It is a white with brown and a painted cow. Yep, the painted cow. It's white with red and black and brown splotches across it.
Well, that's new.
And it is a cow, though it does have horns. It is not a bull.
Okay. Okay. Octarion will... do I have everything that was in, like, my saddlebags?
Everything that was in the saddlebags, anything you were carrying on you, when the whole ringing in the ears happened.
Good, because I got real scared for my lance for a second, but we're good. So I will take the rope from my saddlebags, and I guess we're just dragging this thing back. Considerably slower than before, unless Jalurie has some kind of, like, magic. What spells do you have?
Do you have Tensor's Levitating Disc?
Nope.
Is that a level 1
No
spell?
levitating disc.
Do you have the Tinnitus's Screaming Disc?
Nope.
That
No
was
screaming
good.
disc.
All right. So it does take you a little bit to get back, but we will say because you succeeded each time that it was done again in time for everything to be worked out a bit. And by the time camp's been ready for probably an hour, you guys get back.
Okay. Octarion will begin skinning the thing, and is there... I guess this might have been the better question before we decided we were having meat for dinner. Is there enough brush around to start a fire?
There is. You are in the
We got
grass.
dinner, guys. Raw meat.
Yeah.
Cashew will eat.
All right. So you're in the grasslands, and you are able to get a fire going. There's not a lot. There's not like a lot of wood, but you occasionally see a tree and stuff like that. You can tell from where you are that maybe there might be trees farther where you're headed because you see a lot more nesting birds in the skies flying that way and back and forth.
Okay. Makes sense. What are the stars like?
So as the stars come out, anybody who has it can make me either an occult or a nature check.
I have a code.
No
I'm just
survival?
really bad at it.
Gonna roll that nature check. This is my Francis.
You
Newton
can
version.
use
We're gonna look at the stars, and we're gonna figure out where the hell we are.
You can
Not
use
Nustalab
survival
anymore.
also. You can use survival also if you want to.
Okie dokie.
Nope, that's bad occultism.
It's a good.
That's
good
a bad
nature.
survival.
Is that nat 20 nature?
It is. Yeah, I've wasted it. I can recall two kinds of knowledge.
All right. And Jarrko also got something. So that means that everybody except Jalurie, oddly enough for someone who has played a character that served Desna, does not know about the stars. But when you guys look up, Jarrko hasn't had much experience with stars, but they look the same to him. But what was your occult, Cashew?
Oh, it was bad. It was like a 7.
Okay. Cashew doesn't think they're the same. But
Bad stars.
I mean, they're never the same where he comes from, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
The stars are actually several pixies about to swarm down and take all your stuff.
That's why Cashew travels so light.
it's not because he wants to. It's because they
It's-
keep stealing his stuff.
Also, why all of Cashew's equipment is really heavy. Just try and fly away with it, you little bastards.
So, they look the same to Jarrko, and the natural 20 actually gets some information for Octarion. Octarion looks up at the stars, and occasionally he makes notes of them, you know, in his mind, and so when he's getting direction and stuff. These seem really similar, really the same as what you were expecting. I mean, you're definitely at least in the same hemisphere and area as you would think you were before, like with being in Kelgoth and stuff like that. You're new to the area, but you took note of the stars when you got there so you could find north. You can still find north. So, you know, maybe you rolled it as a nature.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you're in a similar geographical area. You know that you've heard talk in like the taverns and stuff that there is a sea to the far past the not the Hexen Ways, past the Harsh Way. There's a sea on that side called the Gulf of Zatenge. And maybe you got close to that somehow, or maybe you're on the other side, but you are definitely somewhere along what we would call the same longitudinal line.
Longitudinal.
Yeah, there we go. I said. No, not the no Jarrko. No, not Tzench. Zatench. That would be a very bad gulf to be next to.
Yeah.
Is that what she refers to it as? Is that what it refers to it as? That's oof. Anyway.
Refers to itself as a gulf.
No, that's not the joke I was making. But okay. Anyway, you guys get back. Were Jarrko and Cashew doing anything before, while they were off and about, aside from setting stuff up?
No, I don't think so. I can't imagine what Cashew would be doing.
Playing music.
Yeah, that. He's probably doing that. All my music has to be fiddle music now because I don't have any other instruments.
No! Don't get bored so quickly.
I know. That's why do you think I bought so many in the first 3 sessions?
Well, I technically still have my fiddle, and my fiddle is definitely tuned different than yours, and definitely makes a different sound.
His fiddle's a lot more Mongolian than yours.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yours is a little more like, whereas mine is, You have 2 instruments.
Can I cast enlarge person on it and play it like a gypsy cello?
I mean, it's not a person. If it's a person, we have bigger problems. Just, what the fuck?
Don't touch me there.
Like, oh yeah, hit that G string. Oh, there you go.
Play me harder.
I knew there was going to be a way I could play a Black Blade Nagus somehow in the playtest. I'm just going to El Kabong people to death.
Oh, come on.
Black Blade Bard.
The triple B, if you will.
The boo 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 boo.
Whoa!
Bong.
Yeah, I suppose he is. If the camp is set up, then he's playing while they light the fire.
It's not much camp to set up though.
Come on, baby, light my fire. Yeah, like a
there's no
couple
tents or
bedrolls
anything,
in
it's kinda
that.
just like circle the wagon. You can't even circle it. There's literally one. Turn it 90 degrees.
We lit a fire.
Pretty much.
We lit a fire, and we took the covering off the wagon and pitted it into the ground. So we've got a makeshift lean-to.
And like let the boars off so they can not like run off, but so they can not be tied up.
Yeah, they do want to behave for Jarrko and Cashew, Jarrko and Octarion. So.
Yeah, I'm not an animal handler.
You're charismatic enough. Well, it's wisdom based now. Never mind.
I might make friends with them. I couldn't tell them what to do.
You just gotta ask with diplomacy. It's like when I asked Mal to be my siege mage, and that never panned out. All I had to do was ask.
Who's a good pig? You are.
Waddles.
Waddles.
It is you. You are the best pig.
Like CR4.
All right.
And then the other one would get jealous and be like, "Oh no!" It's like having two dogs.
Yeah. So I can't hear you if you're talking, Jarrko.
Here you again. Yell.
No.
Yell into the
You
mic
have
until it'll base you.
become quiet
Just
again.
wait for things to happen.
There
Time
is
passes.
Jarrko.
Boars have ferocity in the playtest. That's kind of cool.
So you guys are able to start that butchering out process. You think if you process enough of the meat tonight, you could make rations for quite a while. But you would have to spend some of the night tonight for sure. If you do it too close to the camp, you're not sure what's going to go on with attracting predators. So
Well, we're not close enough to a body of water to avoid the risk entirely. So
Yeah. Whatever shows up, we can probably handle it. Famous last words.
there you go.
Would it take me like all night to like butcher the thing?
To fully butcher it out, it'd take
Mm.
several hours.
Okay, fair enough.
But that's only if you want to fully butcher it out. It's up to you.
Yeah, I think I should. Because we don't know. We might not like find anything else to eat as we're riding around.
Okay.
Octarion also probably does not share the information that we might still be like we're closer to home than we think we are. Just like off to himself, butchering the cattle.
Okie dokie. All right. So the night goes on and continues. Is there anything that anyone wants to do for tonight? The wolf just seems to sit there at the edge of the firelight. Sometimes it'll lay down. Sometimes it'll sit up. But it's always
There's one thing I want to do, but I don't think I have time. I was like as we were like talking and stuff, I checked the rules for animal companions, and rules written you can't have two. So if we're close enough to downtime, and I imagine I don't have time tonight if I'm butchering meat all night, but I was gonna ask Cashew, well, maybe even Gauntlet Girl. Yeah, ask all three of the party to like spar with me so I can start working on turning my animal companion from the ranger into double slice. Octarion wants to be a little better in the front line for when the shady guy shows up again, and he really doesn't like feeling ineffective in combat.
Okay.
But again, there's probably not time tonight, right?
Not
not
time
time.
tonight, no.
Okay.
So.
I mean,
Octarion's
keep
butchering.
watch.
Yeah. So we'll make perception checks for 4 of you, because there's only 4 of you now. So all 4 of you make perception checks for watch. Is there anything
Okey-dokey.
else that you want to do?
Woo!
Go. 14.
Wah, wah.
Ooh.
Is that what a natural one looks like?
Yes.
Thumbs down. That's harsh. That's mean. That's
Not really.
What's the critical failure for a perception check? I don't know.
I don't think there is one for seeking, unless like something is like sensed / unseen.
Depends whether or not anything happens during your watch to be seen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, who took which watch?
I think we're on the usual. Jarrko's in the middle of the night.
Okay.
It has to be.
Cashew's last.
Yeah, and I'm last because I can't see in the dark.
Okay.
Octarion's just guiding by torchlight. You know what I might do, actually?
Wait,
At
Jalurie
the
after
top of my
Jarrko?
watch, it's kind of a stretch, but here's a nature check to handle animal because my falcon was with the, like, not stuffed in a saddlebag, Jesus, but, like, was with the horse, and it's a 15 to, like, light a torch, hand my familiar to be the torch, and see if it won't, like, fly above. Not unlike like when one casts light in Skyrim, how it's just like boop, up there, kind of like that to illuminate the camp during my watch.
That get weird logistically.
Yeah, it would like burn itself.
If
That's
it's
fair, yeah.
if you see how it performs with that idea right then, and you're like, yeah, the flame's too close. But you do get the idea that if you had an ever burning one that didn't put off heat, that might work.
Nice. Okay, fair enough. I guess I'll be normal and just hold my torch like filthy casual that I am.
Yeah, like a peasant.
I have to fight with a one-handed weapon like some sort of loser.
Yeah.
Most of my weapons are one-handed, though.
That being my point.
So, Jarrko. No, let me see. Octarion goes first. Octarion's actually working well into the night, so he works through 2 watches. So he watches while he does the first one, then he works in the second watch, then he kind of finishes up by then. So, you spend all that time doing that, and let me see, it would be Cashew. No, it would be Jarrko after that, and he's up, and by the time his is done, you are able to get to sleep. Neither one of you really see anything crazy. So there's that.
During my watch, I would like to. Is the wolf still just kind of sitting outside of like our camp?
He's not outside the camp. He's made himself he's this horse-sized wolf has made himself quite comfortable within the heat of the fire, but not within the light of the fire, but not necessarily the heat. He's right there at the dim lighting.
Okay.
Of it.
Does it sleep?
It puts its head up and down. It'll sit up and down some too, but it doesn't necessarily sleep while you're watching that you can see.
Okay, so during my watch at some point, I'm going to move over to the wolf and in Celestial. Where are you taking us?
It's like this right then when you do that. It just kind of looks at you with those dog eyes. Looks back down. And it picks its head up and points towards the hills.
What's out there?
He goes and puts his head back down.
Fine. Octarion will go back to his watch. Someone is not talkative.
All right. Again, you guys' watches seem to go fine. Don't see anything. Jarrko does not see anything either when it's his watch. And aside from being rather bloody and only being able to clean up with what you have in your canteen, you're pretty good. Is everybody sleeping under the lean-to? Or in the open air
Octarion's
window?
probably
Everyone who's not on
Octarion's fine with just his bedroll out, like next to his horse, not next to the butchered bison, because that's stinky. But I don't necessarily need something to cover me either, unless it looks like it's gonna rain real hard.
That was my reason for the lean-to. Was what if it rains?
Fair enough.
It's your previous survival checks would be enough to know that it's probably not going to rain tonight. Doesn't mean it won't rain, and the air is humid. It's sea air. So we get to Jalurie. Jalurie's up and around. She's looking around. Kind of looks in on Tibelda and everybody else. Tibelda's still been feeling really, really down. Ugh. Can't get up, can't get moving. Her muscles ache, but doesn't always move like she usually moves. Just weird. But yeah, you start to look at that, and then you look over at the fire, look at the wolf, of course, around, and the eyelids kind of heavy. Yeah. Look up and around, and then as you lean against, you walk over and kind of plop down by the wolf. Kind of looks at you. He puts his head back down, and you kind of unconsciously just kind of lean, and and all of a sudden you're just on this nice soft.
Whoa.
He's got, because their neck's back on the, basically on the wall.
Yeah, she's just sawing logs.
Yeah.
So, that means, let me see. Okay.
That means Cashew gets to sleep. Yay!
Cashew probably wakes up for his watch on his own at this point.
We wake up captured by the French.
All right. So, what does Jalurie have on her at the moment?
That's not in the wagon.
What are you wearing?
Yeah. 4 daggers, hand crossbow with some bolts. She doesn't have her tent, so I'm assuming she doesn't have her bedroll either. She has a basic crafter's book, which has all the common items in it. Healer's tools, water skin, and 2 gauntlets.
Okay.
Well, gauntlet and spike gauntlet.
So, all right. Cashew, roll me a, what would it be? Let's do a wisdom check, Cashew, just to see if you can wake up on time.
Oh, God. Yeah, of course.
Cashew is not very wise.
I'm wiser than I am smart.
Cashew is an Asian of
Nope.
oversleeping.
I lied. My wisdom is the same as my intelligence. Hup. I rolled a 3.
Not enough. Not high enough. All right. So in the morning, when the birds are already chirping, and all of the light has shone and started, everybody wakes up to daylight, not to cooking, not to anything else, but to daylight. Except if you're, of course, under the lean-to. Jarrko is cuddled up with the boars, or perhaps the boars cuddled up to him, whichever happens.
Just like nuzzle up in his beard,
It's consensual at this point, I think.
looking for truffles.
Looking for truffles in his beard. All right.
Some Tengu to murder.
Okay. So, Jalurie wakes up, and everybody wakes up at about the same time. The carcass is gone, as well as whatever skin you had there. And probably half of the meat that you bothered to prep and cook is missing. Jalurie seems to be missing 2 of her daggers.
Uh-oh.
And everybody else... no, we won't do that because you guys were all together under the lean-to. But Jalurie was out by herself. So Jalurie is missing basically that, and someone took her boots.
Ugh, rough.
Ah!
Boots?
Someone took your damn shoes.
They took
That's
your
bad.
shoes.
Oh boy.
No,
Your
you walk
diabetic
like
friend
Cashew.
starts cringing for you really hard. All right. Here's a survival check. Let's find some tracks and kill some people that have stolen from us. It is a 19, right? Yeah. Efficiency's still weird for me.
Yeah, okay, 19. So that's what Octarion immediately starts doing, is looking for who stole y'all's stuff. Or at least who stole Jello Shot's stuff.
And our meat.
And
the
our
meat.
food, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of food. So yeah, you actually see some tracks that are medium-sized and small-sized. So you see both types of tracks. What was your roll?
19.
19. That's enough to know it was probably about... Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So it was about 4 creatures. There were
Oh, yeah?
2 small and 2 medium.
This sounds familiar.
If we got robbed by
does.
your friends again, Jarrko,
What do you mean again?
again, they didn't try to rob us so much. Well, they tried to rob us, but like of people.
Alright,
They
kidnap.
tried to people nap us.
Now they've shoe napped us.
I'm gonna
Alright.
push Juck's face in.
I got my shoes.
Octarion would also know that these tracks did not wear shoes.
Okay.
They were
Well-
looking for shoes.
Oh, that's how it is.
Not even one of them?
No, the bigger one. Let me make sure here on their sizes.
Since they stole a
They were all
pair.
barefoot like Cashew.
I believe it's a medium creature. So, yeah, one of them has bare feet. You know, it's like flat, unshod feet. And those feet seem to have claws on the front,
Ooh.
based upon the tracks. Like the nails seem to be clawed. One of them does not, and then the 2 smaller ones don't. They're not wearing shoes, but they probably have their feet wrapped in something, just like wrapped around.
We got
Here's
robbed by a
another
bunch of homeless
thing.
people.
So, yeah. When you're robbed by the hobos, our only room for the murder hobos. Knowledge nature, recalling knowledge. What made those tracks? I guess is the appropriate check. I think it is 17.
Be a nature check.
Okay,
So-
17.
17. You can recognize some goblin tracks. Those are the small ones.
No.
But no, you would have some experience with them. The foot pads look to be the ones that are not shod, that are just medium sized and don't have the claws on the front. Those seem to be a medium creature that's not a super tall medium creature. We're talking someone who can still fit Jalurie's boot. So about Jalurie's height, and possibly human, but it would be a thicker human. So it may be maybe half orc, a short half orc, or some other more stocky version of something. Probably not a dwarf though, because the foot is too small.
Something orcish, a couple goblins. We can probably catch them if we leave now. I can probably catch them if we leave now.
Right, but they only took like a pair of shoes. So
Ignoring your
And daggers and a bunch of meat. And an
And our
entire
food.
bison.
They did
Yeah.
carry off the carcass of the bison, what was not
That-
used.
That's a lot of carrying, which means they might have supplies we could raid. I'm gonna, Jalurie, how do you want to handle this? You're the one who lost the most, other than our food.
We got
I mean,
plenty
being
of food.
barefoot's not
He,
so bad. After the first 20 miles, the bottom of your feet turn coal black.
Uh,
Y'all have a wagon, so
yeah, I know.
So
She,
she's just stuck to that 20-foot square in combat.
She can still walk.
It's
Yeah.
like the floor is lava, except when she falls in the nettles, she's taking way more persistent bleed damage. Ow. Maybe I'm just reacting
she
a little
looks
harsher
down
to
at her
this as the
feet.
type 1 diabetic. Probably.
she goes,
uh,
it was just the daggers. I could let it slide, but my shoes, this is personal.
I'm going to mount my horse, ride over to Jalurie, and offer her my hand down to pull her into the saddle.
All right.
Yeah, speaking as someone who comes from a place covered in thumb-sized rocks, don't steal people's shoes.
Yeah. It's like the biggest dick move.
By the way, why did no one wake us up?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Cashew, why didn't you keep the fire going?
I worried nobody came to wake me up for my watch.
As these two are having their argument, I'm going to grab Jalurie, if she can sense, pull her into the
Yeah.
saddle and gallop in the direction the tracks are going.
Normally, Jalurie wakes me up, but they're gone.
Yeah,
That keeps happening to this character.
She looks
Yep.
very guilty.
Octarion is definitely becoming that and I walk away character.
Yeah.
All right, so they start to ride off following those tracks.
Cashew will follow.
Train does not slow down this time. We don't know how far ahead these guys are.
That's fine. Cashew is very tall. He will see you go for days.
Cashew's just going to Gimli it.
Yes. Oh, very dangerous over short distances.
All right.
Fey ogres are well-known sprinters.
I mean, that's literally part of the Fey bloodline for Blood Ragers. You can run through difficult terrain. Well-known sprinters. Haste yourself.
Okay. It's hard. You can't gallop and track at the same time.
Okay.
So you start to gallop off, and then the tracks get harder to track because of being up on the horse and stuff. So you do kind of have to slow down and pick it out. You have to watch the grass and see where it might have moved. You kind of track it around to this. It's not really a hill. It's just like a little mound, maybe 2 feet up, protruding from where the rest of the ground is in this flat area. Jarrko, Jarrko, do you follow or no?
Nah. This is silly.
So Jarrko does not follow.
Whatever.
now we've
Cool.
split the party in such a way that Jarko's going to lose his shoes.
Nah.
No, someone has to stay behind and guard the
Fucking insubstantial.
Yeah. Well, Tibelda starts to get up and she says, "You know what? I'll stay here and and as she goes, you see her, it's like there's 2 of her for a second and they shake and they move back together.
Yeah, no, you're not okay.
So
This is what's gonna happen anytime anyone misses a session. You will become a ghost.
Better a ghost than a sleepy farty guy.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
all right. So Jarrko is watching over Tibelda and maybe packing up the rest of the wagon and stuff. You know, so you guys
can I see the dirt road?
No,
Or like
you guys had to travel on.
know which direction it would be.
You know which direction it is.
Alright.
The wolf doesn't leave the wagon. He watches them ride off, and then he looks at you, just sits there. and looks
Right,
at-
you wanna take us anywhere, or are you just gonna stay here?
He stands up.
Alright. Alright. It's that way, right? He'll point in the general direction that we're moving. Like for
He
a
looks
day.
over that way, kind of moves that way, points that way, looks back at you.
Alright, let's go.
So you start packing up the stuff to go, while everybody else runs off to go find the looters.
A pair of shoes. Yep.
Okie dokie. So, you guys ride off. It takes about 15 minutes of tracking. Well, it takes about 30 minutes of tracking. It's about 15 minutes if you had just gone there. There's this kind of lump or mound that's not very wide or tall. Not very wide. It's only probably about 15 feet across and in the circle. And you guys kind of look at it for a little bit, and the grass is there and stuff. But the tracks lead toward the mound. And as you're investigating, you see that there's a hole that's been covered up by a grass thatching. And it definitely is a thatching. They have weaved some grass together, and then they have weaved grass up to make it look like it is still a lot with the other grass and alive and stuff. So there's a door leading down.
How long does it take me to catch up to them?
They had to slow down to track, so you're fine.
Oh, okay. Further towards our.
So there's a door leading down.
Low.
Let's make a perception check. And it is another natural 20. So
Dig
24.
dang, son.
I need these for when I stab people.
So it's not very easy to hear, but as you're coming up on it, you are listening at this door. It says, you hear voices that say, "Nom nom 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 nom. This smells good. Nom 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 nom. Oh, need dip. Where is moldy? There moldy dip. Nom 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 nom." You hear a kind of medium-sized voice say, "Ugh, you disgusting." And then you hear a deeper voice say, a larger voice say, "No, just stupid." And they
Okay.
seem to say it in a language that's familiar. The language that they use is similar to what's spoken in Kelagoth, but you can definitely tell there are some differences. It's hard for Octarion to pick out, though anybody with society could pick out what might be different.
Alrighty, untrained society is D20 minus 2, so 14. Yeah.
Well, you leveled up now, so it's a little different.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Well, it's just D20 minus 2, right? For untrained.
Level -2, so
Yeah.
it'll be just D20.
Those are 15 then. Okay.
There you go. All right. So you're not sure. Probably some kind of foreigner. foreign language to what is spoken in Kelagoth, maybe. But
Well.
similar enough.
Jalurie is going to hop off and gesture at the little thatched hole. So, who wants to go first?
Are they down? Are they down there? Are they the guys who took your shoes? They're in the hole.
They're in the
As
hole.
far as we can go.
Okay, is it just like a thatch covering over a hole that goes straight down?
They haven't opened it yet, so.
So it's kind of just like a trapdoor.
Oh, well, I'm asking, like, is it solid?
It's just a thatch door, so.
Okay, so it is a door, not like a covering over a hole.
Not just like a season
it's a
1 of
door.
Pokemon trap.
It's a door for the hole, so.
So it's a
close-
covering over a hole.
Yeah.
Okay, Cashew jumps on top of the thatch.
Okay.
I
So
was
you-
gonna let Jalurie go first, but if Cashew's gonna run forward, then Octarion will draw his his scimitar and his main gush, and I'm gonna jump in too. Just kind of look back at Jalurie and just.
I'll draw my club and jump on top of the thatch.
All right. So you do that, and it goes. It does. It's a slide basically. You go kaploosh, and you're very big for a medium creature. You are very big, so you are tight in this. So we're going to roll a d10.
Oh God.
Don't
I'm
get
not
stuck.
sure if I should do the same thing, but I got 1.
What are we rolling the d10? Do you want me to roll the d10?
Yes, you roll a d10, and what's the result?
God, now I have to find one
It's
of these
just
weird
Cashew
little.
because he's so big.
Why are d10s always so hard to find? 10.
You are stuck in the hole.
No, 10. Good. The big numbers are supposed to be good.
D100. I could have done that. Would have been the same thing. All right. So Cashew, you go ha-boom and start sliding, and then you go.
Uh-oh. Cashew is claustrophobic!
Cashew should have thought first.
Cashew makes an athletics check!
All right. You hear noise from down below. Lots
Do
of
I
noise.
does he get far enough down that I know that he's stuck?
Oh yeah, you know he's stuck. Only thing sticking out right now are his hands, and it's like poo stuck in rabbit's back door type thing.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother.
That's a 17 acrobatics. I mean athletics.
Which way you going?
Down?
Down?
Force my way in.
Okay, so you start to wriggle further in, and you get about. Let me see. When you're squeezing, you can only move half your movement. Is that correct?
I think
I don't
that's
know
right.
how it works in this.
Either way, it's if you can move half your movement or pretty close to it, then you can get the rest of the way down.
Ooh. Squeeze is a move action.
Yeah, and if I think a critical success lets him move at full speed. I think.
No, squeeze is really bad.
I thought it was.
Yeah, success. You squeeze through the tight space in 1 minute per 5 feet of squeezing.
Oh yeah.
Shit. Sweet baby Jesus.
So you start to try and wriggle.
Yeah, there's no more of this belt of the weasel cat in a tunnel horse shit.
Soon. You wait. You give it time. You cast the grease.
Jalurie's
All
gonna
right.
look for another entrance nearby.
Cashew is stuck!
So you guys look for that. I'll be right back. I have something I need to do real quick for somebody, but you guys think on what you're about to do with this stuff because it will make a difference. I will be right back.
You ruin all of Cashew's fun.
Can't believe you got stuck.
I hate it, man. He didn't have to fucking make the tunnel too small.
True, there's a half orc down there who got down there somehow.
Yeah.
So who knows?
I mean, this wouldn't have happened at all if someone hadn't fallen asleep during watch.
Yeah. We could be sitting with the boars and the wolves.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, come on, isn't a quest for shoes just a little bit more interesting than boring old watch?
I was hoping we could just run down here and kick their ass and get your shoes and leave, but no. Nothing's ever simple.
Welcome to Pathfinder.
Well, if there's not another way in, I guess.
We start kicking on Cashew's head and play falls through. We just both
Yeah.
get on top and start jumping off his
Fucking
like shirt and
pretty
fat. You're the wrong kind of sorcerer, Colin. You can't grease him.
Right?
At least I don't think you can. No, you can't. I definitely just made a video about that kind of caster. It's a very good caster.
I cast Chill Touch through my feet and I kick them.
I mean, that works. That's a thing. Cashew is an agent of orangutans. Cashew is a Vanara.
I suppose Jalurie should probably cast Sanctuary on him before leaving him to go look for stuff.
That
I
seems
would
fair.
appreciate that.
Protection. Off we go. So now that we've got a sec, now that Adam's abandoned us forever, why the fuck gauntlets?
Oh, I clicked a thing. Okay.
You did, but does it tell me why gauntlets? It does not.
No.
Gauntlets, why?
Because you said there was a reason, like mechanically, I get it. You want the free hand for your somatic components. That makes a lot of sense to me. But you
Okay.
said there was like a non-mechanical reason.
A story reason, yes.
Yes, why? Enlighten us.
Well, Octarion would have to ask in character.
Damn it, we have nothing else to talk about.
All right, fine. Oh gosh, I actually had names for them.
Lefty and righty. Shit.
No,
Pain and
what are-
panic. Nah.
Actually,
One
it's
was
80s.
Sting, the other was Scar.
Oh, I thought there was thunder and lightning.
He's back.
He's back. All right, now we're all going to climb on Cashew's shoulder fat, and we're going to jump until he
Nah.
falls through.
All right. We do have circumstances that might expedite his movement one way or the other.
Are they gonna pull me?
Maybe. You don't know. But we can... Alex is not here, but Alex is not in the combat, so it's okay.
Yes, we did it.
Let's move forward. So we're going to take this until combat officially begins. We're going to take it one thing at a time. So we're going to go... Cashew's done his thing. Jalurie, what do you said you're looking at something?
I was going to, but I think before I start going off to look for stuff, she will cast Sanctuary on Cashew.
Okay. For the viewers, let them know what that does.
For the viewers.
Okay.
I know what it
Creatures
doesn't
attempting
set
to
first
attack the
edition.
target must attempt a will save each time, with outcome depending on their saves. If the target acts in a hostile manner, the spell is dismissed. So Cashew cannot act hostilely while under the effects of this spell, lest he want the spell to disappear. But in the meantime, if they fail a will save, they cannot attack you and waste the action. If they critically fail, they waste the action and can't attempt to attack you for the rest of the duration, which is 1 minute.
Okay.
And
So-
then success, you can attack them normally. And critical success, you dismiss the spell altogether.
All right. So you start. You cast that spell. Now Cashew. So Cashew did his thing. You did your thing. Spell is
So
cast,
that's-
and you're starting to look around.
2 actions.
maybe-
I don't know if I can still use the other action to look around.
It's an action to
can.
seek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can look around.
Okay.
So do that. What is Octarion going to do while you get me that perception roll?
Well, I can't exactly shoot past him. I can't exactly horse past him. So Octarion is going to. Is he just like straight, like flush with the ground?
No. He's in the ground. He's in there, and his hands are out, and the rest of him is in.
Oh God. Okay.
So like 8 feet of him.
Cashew is much less claustrophobic now.
If it was at an angle, I was just going to run at him and lower my shoulder and hope for the best. But it's not an angle, so
like-
I'm gonna keep
like
my
a-
swords out because I've committed to this is how I'm going to get my retraining. Is I'm going to get it the hard way by killing goblins, as nature intended.
I mean,
So-
he did say I was kind of at a steep angle. You could maybe drop kick me through the hole.
I might.
Athletics
can,
for
like-
shove.
I'm gonna just like take a booted foot and just stomp down on him. That's
Octarion, please help me!
Smash,
No, don't
smash,
help me
smash.
like that!
It's a 23. From playing Doomsday Dawn, I've learned the hard way that if you don't have athletics, it's really bad for you. So I'm making sure to train it. 23.
23. All right. That's not bad. So he is able to shove you 5 feet further.
That's a hell of a kick.
Yeah, you move an 8-foot creature 5 foot forward.
Hell yeah. All right. Let me see here. Oh, how many actions was that? To shove is that's 1. So I guess I'm gonna
You can move.
do it 2 more times. Just
Octarion, the tunnel is safe in Cashew's nipples.
So that's a 19 for the second action, and this does have the attack trait. So actually, it's not a 19; it's a 14. Yeah, because I guess I'm taking a -5, -10.
I
So
mean,
that-
if you really want
That's
to
an
consider it an
actual
attack, you have to
shove.
make a will save to do it.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Yeah, it's not an attack. I'm asking for a skill check, not an attack. So
Okay,
you're
fair
all right.
enough. That is a whatever number I just said. I don't remember. I think it was a 19.
19.
Yeah, and another 21.
All right, you're able. I believe you beat his DCs, so you're able. You're able to move him. Boom, boom, boom. So the first time you can kick him with your foot. The next time you have to kind of jump in there on him. And then the third time,
They're just on top of his shoulders, jumping, just like.
that's pretty much
Gonna
what's
get in there
happening.
Mario style.
And then that third time you kind of, triceps up onto your up and out of the hole, and then you go whoosh and smash. And what you do is you clear the way because kapoof, and then you start sliding down on top of Cashew. Sheesh, kapoof.
Yeah, and you land on his chest, and Cashew goes, Cashew. I have forgotten your name. You have given me a concussion, and I can no longer remember your character's name. Octarion. Octarion, your helping hurts.
Watching you struggle hurts, my friend. Now, I imagine how do the goblins react?
Well,
Also, my acrobatics is an 18 because I imagine it's relevant. I imagine we have to get that hero landing.
if you want to land and not be prone, you do need to make an acrobatics check.
All right.
18.
Oh, fuck me. I rolled a 2.
Octarion is laying there, not Octarion. Cashew is laying there, but Octarion tumbles out into a 3-point landing on his belly. So that happens. I'm trying to look at the senses of these creatures. Yep. There's no light down here.
Okay.
So you guys are in the dark.
That's bad. That's cool.
and you hear voices saying,
Well, isn't there light coming from the hole we literally just fell through?
no, because it's a slant.
Oh, fair. Okay, sure.
So, I mean, you see light in the hole, but there's no light in this dugout.
Fair enough.
So, you're not sure how big it is. You're not sure what's in there, but you heard munching as you came down. You heard lots of noise down here, and now you hear,
Oh, looks like the chefs came for dinner.
Cashew fall down hole in field. Who dig hole in field?
People who want to eat us, Cashew.
I roll a deception,
All right.
but never mind.
so
My stoicism.
now we need initiative.
Alrighty. Can I use the acrobatics check that I made to land on my feet for my initiative?
You may.
Yes, I did it. 18 now.
I don't want to use my acrobatics check.
Yeah, you got it too.
All right, so let me pull up the turn order for you guys.
I take it that I'm not using the perception check I rolled last time. Nah.
No, you. What I mean is, he may use his acrobatics to make his perception check, to make his initiative roll.
Oh,
Not that he
gotcha.
gets to use that result. You may
Gotcha,
use your
gotcha.
perception.
Oh, that's so much worse. Oh well.
Cashew has a 21. Jalurie has an 11.
The one who's got the light source has an 11.
Yeah.
And Octarion needs to make a new acrobatics check.
Oh, okay. I was going to use that 18, but I'll roll again. Worse. It is a 10.
Ooh.
So right after the light source.
Well, I mean, that's good for you.
This was very good.
It's bad for me.
All right, I'm making sure I got everybody on here.
I don't know if I took a light as a cantrip. I bet I didn't.
Enter. And you said yours was 21. And you can't see them. So I'm using a generic monster token for them when they go. How about
Speaking of that, actually, while I'm thinking
I've got
about it,
these in my folder. I'll use
it's
these.
super good for you guys too. One of my patrons the other day, one of the guys who watches all my streams all the time, he sent me a Dropbox link of literally every monster from all 6 bestiaries cut into tokens on like token stamp.
Cool.
So that is super relevant for everyone, and there it is.
I will have to come back to that. That's going to get lost. I better copy that. Copy link address. And paste it in this chat instead. There we go. That way I can keep track of it. All right, so then we'll use that token for one of them. Where's another token I have? I've got some in here. Here's one. I'll use a... You guys already know there's goblins, so I'll use a goblin token that I got. And...
I was expecting to see Tika. Is that a bat? That's a damn bat just stapled to her forehead. Nice.
And then I'll use one of these, I guess. How about this one? Just because I haven't used it before. All right. And now we need to get initiatives for them. Add turn. Okay. Theirs is...
I thought there were 4 tracks.
There were.
Dun
the
dun
goblin-
dun dun dun.
Bum bum
There
bum.
were. I'm using the tokens. I'm going to let the goblins go on the same turn. Don't freak out.
Okay, gotcha.
So. That is going to be 13. And Leon. Ooh. Goblins are quick little buggers. Get down to them real quick. Oh, that's still these. These. I don't like having to flip through the. I'll be glad when the bestiary is up online because I had those in different tabs and it was a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, there we go. So these guys are there, and they got a total of 19, and then one more. Not so hot. So down, 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 down. There it is. All right. There we go. Nope, not ascending, descending. There we go. All right, so Cashew, you are first.
Okie dokie. Cashew will. I keep thinking there's a map, but there's not. Cashew will spend an action to stand up. We'll stand up. He will spend an action to light a torch.
Okay.
Accidentally lights one of his clubs.
Either works.
Uh-oh.
And then I will spend an action to. Well, I'll drop the torch on the ground as a free action, and then I will spend my third action to cast shield. I'll ask for clarification really quickly. When you cast, what's playing music? Stop playing music. When you cast shield, can you take the raise shield action as a free action, just in case someone remembers this quicker than I do, so I don't have to look it up?
I think you cannot.
Raise shield is a free action. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, raise shield is a free action.
Yeah, it was
The casting of shield counts as using the raise a shield action, so it manifests raised.
Okay, perfect. That's what I thought. I knew there was something
I was thinking
special.
block with shield, whatever action that's called.
Oh yeah. Is raise shield just a bonus AC then?
A +1 circumstance bonus to your AC until the start of your next turn.
My AC.
And it doesn't.
Not your
Not your TAC or your CAC. The CAC's back in Starfinder.
Hey man, sometimes I miss my CAC.
Somewhere that unless it says specifically, it's both AC and TAC.
Yeah, shield hits both.
Yeah.
So why doesn't that shield? That's weird.
I think it does. It just says unless it specifies a bonus that AC does both.
That makes sense because like a shield does.
Okay.
Well, then yeah, that's what I do. None of those are hostile actions.
All right. When you light that torch, you see two goblins. You're familiar enough. You know that you see two goblins, a hobgoblin, and a bugbear. And Octarion would know the same.
Okay. Well, howdy, fellas.
And they've got a bunch of sacks around them. They've taken the food and they've been dipping it into something like a moldy, like they made some eggs. They made their homemade mayonnaise, but now it's rancid.
Ugh.
And they're dipping in it and eating it. Well, the goblins
May
are.
I just say, that's fucking gross.
It's when mayo turns that kind of yellowy, grizzle-looking color.
Oh yeah, I know what it looks like. There's the whole reason I don't eat mayo. It's disgusting.
Is that Cashew or is that Kane talking?
That's both. It's mostly vegetable oil and eggs. Correction, it is exclusively vegetable oil and eggs.
Maybe some lemon juice. Anyway, so that's what you see. Both Octarion and Cashew see this, and the you landed close enough to the goblins that they're right there. This circle that they've dug out is really cramped. The ceilings are at best 8 foot high, and that is to accommodate the bugbear. And his ears touch the top, so that means it's not very much room to move around up, and there's not a lot of space around in a circle because it's just dug out in a circle, and there's about, I don't know, it's a 15 foot around, so you guys are right up in it with everybody. So they move forward. Those two goblins move forward, and they are after you. They're going to go up towards Cashew. And as one moves forward, the other seems to scuttle along with him. And they move forward and try to attack Cashew. Now, they first have to make a will save. What is the DC?
16.
16. The first one does not make it. And the one that scuttled?
Okay,
Also
so he just wastes an action. He still can take other actions during the turn, but it cannot attempt further attacks against the target this turn.
Okay. So it says to the others, and then it looks over at the human, instead. And so it's going to swing. They're going to take. They waste the action, so that means they still take the secondary penalty for their secondary attack. Okay.
Yes.
So only one of them is close enough to hit Octarion without moving. So does not hit. Rolls a 3. What's your AC?
18.
18. So that's more than by 10. That means its little goblin thing, its little goblin dog slicer, is... Oh, it doesn't have the fragile quality. Okay.
9 more.
All right. So it misses, and we'll say that it is a critical miss, and for flavor's sake, we'll say that it drops its weapon. So, there you go. The other one used the Goblin Scuttle ability to get up to Cashew, so now it's going to use its second action to get close to Octarion, and its third action to attack Octarion.
Okay.
So, secondary attack. Ooh, it rolls a 17 plus 6, so
That will hit.
It won't hit. It's roll d6 for a mighty 1 damage.
1 damage. Does that count the 1 point of precision damage from a backstabber weapon?
Does not.
So I take 2, because I am flat-footed. Where do I even write HP? Oh, I see. Okay.
It's right there on the sheet.
Right next to my speed. Actually, it kind of is.
All right. So there we go. That is their turn. Jalurie, you see your perception check as you went around last time comes to fruition. You do see another out, kind of like how a fox always has 2 ways out of its den. For crypto fox. The one at the back is definitely smaller. You could get through there, and you don't have to squeeze, but you're gonna have to dunk down to get through there and stuff. So you're thinking you can probably only move at half your speed to get through it, but there's a way down, and you're at it if you want to use it.
Is it my turn, or does the bugbear and stuff go first?
No, it is your turn.
Okay. So the first thing she will do is I guess she'll go down like this. So she'll spend an action to head down.
Okay. So you spend an action to move down. You move 15 feet, is it?
15 feet is half my speed, yes.
Okay. So you move 15 feet, and you can see torchlight.
Okay, but I'm not out yet.
Not quite.
Then she'll spend another move action to keep moving.
Okay. You move, and I'll make a... Since you're not sneaking, I will make a perception check. Ooh. Okay. You see, as you come out, you see Cashew is over there, and a couple of goblins. You see them in the midst of shifting over and then attacking Octarion instead, because you hear them go. And that hesitation there makes them lose their action. They go over to the next one. When you get out, though, you kind of bump into something as you were kind of looking over that way at them, and you look up, and you are right by a gray-skinned... You guys are familiar enough. They're common enough creatures. Hobgoblin, and right beside him, just like there's a space between them of 5 feet, and then there's the other guy, is the bugbear.
Uh-oh.
And you are currently on your hands and knees.
I'm currently on my hands and knees, so that would be prone. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Jalurie will stand up. That seems like a good idea.
Seems like a good idea. Let me make sure about something.
Make sure they can't react to that.
Right. I know that the other guy cannot, but I'm checking on the hobgoblin. Because hobgoblins have a nasty tendency.
I feel like a hobgoblin should have the attack of opportunity reaction.
He does. You are correct. So, that means...
And shield block, damn. Well done.
He's also adjacent to at least... No, you have to be directly adjacent. Okay. So, he's going to take that attack of opportunity.
Okie dokie.
Ooh, he got an 18. Plus,
yeah, that'll hit.
Plus what? Where does stats go? Plus 7.
Plus 7. Oh my
So,
god.
That'll
what's
be
your AC?
that'll be a crit.
Okay. I don't think he has any specialization yet. So, critical hit. So we're going to roll the d8. Maximum damage plus 2.
Ooh.
So 10 slashing times 2, I believe it is.
When you crit in 2nd edition, you roll... It's double mod, double dice.
Okay, double mod, double dice. So we'll roll another dice.
Hmm.
Oh, it's another max damage. Okay, so it's still...
It's worth it.
There's still 20 damage.
Ow.
She looks really hurt.
Yeah, she does.
So as you're crawling up, you kind of stand up, and he goes, "Ugh," and stabs right down into you, and it goes right in, and it catches you in that rib cage, and you can feel it scrape against your ribs. You know it cut something in there, and you're like, "Oh!" And he goes, and
Yeah,
you see,
so
as you get up, that he's the one wearing your boots.
uh-oh. That's not good.
So, there we go. That happens. That happens. All right. Now it is the bugbear's turn. Which means he's going to look at over there, and he sees that that's pretty well covered. So he's going to step beside the hobgoblin, but no, he can't do that because I don't think he has reach. So let me make sure.
I mean, Jalurie looks like she's about to drop. any second now.
I hope these boots are worth it.
Hey man,
Enchant
boots
them.
are expensive, and if you don't know when you're gonna get new boots and you're not used to walking around barefoot, that's real bad.
It's about the vengeance at this point.
It's a good way to lose the bottoms of your feet.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, you got to build up those calluses.
No halflings in this party.
Nope, just an ogre with some soles of his feet like Roth.
It's
All
from all
right.
those years spent working road crew in the first world.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. The bugbear does not have a reach weapon. So, he's not going to do anything. He's going to step over by Cashew and attempt to do some stuffs. He's going to step, so that takes one action. He's going to then attack Cashew.
Make that will save.
Will save. The DC is 16.
16.
He makes it. So
Okay.
he's now going to attack Cashew. We'll see how that goes. There it is. He's wielding this crude-looking sword with both hands. And he smacks down on Cashew for a 20.
That does hit. I will take the shield block reaction, and
Okay.
it just reduces the damage by a set amount.
By 4.
All right. By 4. So it may be nothing. Oh no. I'm rolling really good tonight. It's 12 plus
So
3.
8.
15.
Oh, fucking Christ.
So it's 15 minus whatever.
So 11 damage total, and he can't shield for another like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know it would have been cool if a lecherous old battle cleric would have come with us to get these boots back.
Right?
I don't know. You guys really stepped into something here. This was
Have
not
faith
meant to
in
be
us.
this. I think you guys can pull it around, but we'll see. All right. So, 1, 2, 3. Now it is the hobgoblin's turn. He's going to
It's
do
not
it.
Octarians. Because I had a
No,
10.
Octarion is after the hobgoblin.
But I rolled a 10.
He did.
Then why do you have a 6 in your dilly bopper?
Do I?
It's not even in there.
I didn't
Yeah.
put it there.
He's not in here. I don't even see him in here.
Yeah.
I have
he's
no
not.
boppers to dealy.
Oh,
I rolled
I-
a 6 and I had 4. Or rather, I rolled a 4 and had 6.
Okay.
It's
It
true,
must
he
have
did
been
have a
an old
10.
one. Yeah. I don't doubt you guys. So I'll put you up there.
Alright.
Yes, it is your turn before it is
Can
the
I-
hobgoblin's.
Can I reach the hobgoblin?
It kind of looks like it does here on the board. Just use your tokens as spacing.
Okay. Okay. So I would need to like stride around. So that's
Yep.
what I'll do. I don't have control of me. I can't move me. I would like
What?
to stride. Yeah, I can't select any token on the board.
I don't know why that is. I dragged it directly from your deal.
I might not have control of it from over there. I should though, I think.
You do. You can edit your stuff. Tommy, save changes. Now see if you can move it.
There we go. Alright, so Octarion's not letting Jalurie die over this. So 5, 10, 15. Hobgoblin hasn't moved yet and doesn't have another reaction.
To be
Gonna move
clear,
behind
you have to move through these guys or around them, which you can move around
Okay.
them. But
Okay.
you're backed up against the entrance right there.
Okay, so I gotta go like 5, 10, 15, 20.
It'd be 5, 10, 15.
10, 15.
20.
Okay, so then that's one
You can
stride
do it.
move, 25 feet. Try to come up behind this guy and bring my scimitar down into him. First attack is a. I'll wear a scimitar. 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
His armor class is reduced by 2 because he's flanked.
Yes, it does hit.
All right, does that crit him?
Let me get down there. Hobgoblin. See, people? Gotta have it on the internets. Where am I? In the T's. He's way down there.
Need them bookmarks.
Yeah. The bestiary is really weirdly put together.
Yeah, I don't like the way they did that one.
I get why they did it, because it's just like something we can use real quick for a playtest. But it is. It feels very helter-skelter.
Okay, what was your result?
18 plus 5. So 23.
Then 23. You do not crit him.
Okay. Are you sure? Because he's
yeah,
flanked. He's got
flat-footed. So yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Okay.
So his turn has not come around yet, so he does not have his reaction back. So yes, you can do what you're doing.
All right. So 5, 8, 11, 12 points of damage.
12.
And then we're gonna. This hand slices with the scimitar, and this hand stabs with the main gauche. Doing what I can, Colin, but that's Annie. But that's a 7, and it's bad. So this is an agile weapon, so I take a -4, not a -5, but that's still 9. Probably doesn't, or not 9. Jesus. Yeah, no, that's a 9. Ew. 7 plus 2. That's
Nope.
bad. That almost fumbles.
Not
All
with
right,
his,
that's me.
not with his reduced AC. It doesn't.
Fair enough.
You're fine.
So this hits. This goes like through his hair, and that's 3 actions.
All right. Now it's his turn. He doesn't like being flanked. He's the tactician of the group. So he is going to kill the one, he's going to make unconscious the one that is right in front of him, ready to be unconscious. So first attack is, yeah, priority goes to getting 1 down. So his first attack will go to Jalurie. He rolls a 2, so probably not. A 2 plus 7. He rolls a 9. What's your AC?
13.
Okay, so it's not a critical fail, but it is a fail. So he sees that it fails. He's going to try again because he gets distracted by the blows that he takes from Octar, and he's like, "Oh!" He rolls another 2, so he does not hit you. In fact, that might crit fail. 2 minus, what is he taking for?
So it's a 4 total.
Yeah, 4 total.
2 minus 5
Yeah,
Gross.
2 minus 5. So yeah, he fumbles.
plus his mod.
He fumbles.
Yeah, so it was 2 plus 7 minus 5 is 4. If your AC is 14 or better, he fumbles.
He does fumble.
It's 13, so no. Just barely.
Boo!
Oh, okay. Yeah, it would have had been 1 less. Oh,
So close.
so close. He's not going to spend his third action to do that. Instead, he's going to use his reaction to raise his shield.
Well, that doesn't do much action, does it? That's just him raising his shield as an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bonus to his AC.
As much as I'd love him to just burn his reaction for no reason.
That's yeah, correct.
Whoops.
He's using his shield. So now it is Cashew's turn. You can see Cashew.
I also cannot control my token.
I fixed it. I anticipated your statement, and I thought I fixed it.
Nope. Oh, there we go. It wasn't working, and then all of a sudden it worked.
Better make
All
sure.
right, I will step. What is it
Okay.
called? What's the 5 foot called? Stepping?
Just
Step.
step. Yep, you
Step.
got it.
I will step to the left and flank this bugbear. and I will wail on him with abandon.
No, we do
Okay.
have a flank there, don't we? Pretty sneaky sis.
Yeah, right there, diagonally.
Oh, I just realized that third attack should have been at a -10 because that was his third attack for the round because he attacked with his reaction, which I
The attack
believe.
of opportunity doesn't count towards the
Yeah, I
multiple
was
attack
gonna say, I
penalty.
don't think that counts.
He takes a -2 on that attack, but it doesn't count towards the multiple attack penalty.
Oh, really? I thought it did. Darn.
No. Otherwise, it wouldn't be worth it to have it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, otherwise it would just suck.
Mm-hmm.
Hoop. Does a 15 hit the bugbear?
15, I do not think is going to hit the bugbear, but let me make sure.
With the remember, there's got a -2 to his AC because he's flanked.
Okay. They really should just make that a +2 for you guys.
I think it's a -2, so the GM has to remember it.
Yeah,
But the GM has enough to remember, right?
that's what
I
I
feel
said.
like the players are going to scream it anyway because it's relevant to us.
Yeah, yeah. Who sets up flanks more often, the players or the monsters?
Depends who's your GM.
Yeah.
So yes, you hit him
All right,
because you have flanking.
and then I will take a second. I'll use my third action to attack a second time
All right.
with a +0 mod. Hit. Oh, it's another 15.
Straight 15. All right. You
Nice.
did.
Nice.
So Cashew plays the drums on this guy's face.
Hey.
Tibelda, you watch it. Oh, she's not here.
Oh, no, she's gone. Man, my timing is really off.
Okay, that's 6, so 11 plus 6 is 17 points of damage.
Smack, smack. All right, 17 points, you said?
Yep.
All right. There we go.
He starts to panic. He's like, Farah Jacques. He doesn't know what to sing.
That is
He
not like
starts
that.
singing in Elven.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, if I remember right, Sanctuary.
Actually, if he's panic singing, it's probably in Sylvan. And yes, Sanctuary ends.
Yeah, Sanctuary does end.
Good. Anyway,
It was worth it. I almost did max damage.
yeah. All right, so you do that. You definitely see that you have bloodied his face up, and he is not pleased with you. His green blood comes down out of his nose and out of his mouth. He goes, "Kill this one."
I'm gonna make you eat that sword.
I'm gonna make you eat this. Shut up.
So that happens. It is now the Goblins' turn, both of them. So technically they are with each other. So I actually need to duplicate this token.
I wish I had remembered
Copy.
that song.
Paste. So they'd be like right here, I think. That would make. They'd be right there. That's what they would be, because they were right beside each other to attack a Octarion. All right. So they move right there. Well, they don't move. That's where they are. One of them looks over. No. Yeah, one of them looks over to what's happening with him, and it moves here. And then when that one moves, this one scuttles right here.
A strange reaction, but a reaction nonetheless.
It helps for positioning it, I guess.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
did
this guy-
they did a very similar thing in 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons too.
Good stuff happened in 4th just as much as the weird stuff.
You don't
All
me, man. I'm the one who likes that edition.
I know. I'm agreeing with you. Kane, I'm agreeing with you.
Ah!
We're gonna hyperventilate. All right. now they're going to attack. So first one will go with the one attacking Cashew.
Okay.
So he got a 17 on the dice. So that's
Yeah, that hits me.
that's going to hit. What's your AC at the moment?
What's your result? He needs a 24 to crit me.
Yeah, he gets it because he adds 6 because he adds his dex. So he crits you. So that's 2d6 plus nothing. 3, 2. So 5 total damage.
I'm not looking so hot.
They don't look. They don't add anything.
I'm feeling pretty bad. To be perfectly honest with you.
That was his first attack. So now his second attack with his dog slicer. No. 4 plus 6 is going to be 10. What's your AC is not 20, so
No.
it does not crit
I
fail.
wish. Remember, I'm not wearing any armor.
And he's kind of dumb. No, he's not that dumb, though. He's not going to take a minus 10. Because then he would only roll at best a 16, which he can't do the math, but he's not that stupid.
I mean, you say that.
They're intelligent. They're just not.
They're people now.
They're people.
Yeah, we're people now.
So he's going to. That feels really weird to not use an action, though. What else can I do?
Step out of Cashew's reach.
That still makes just Cashew's. Well, he could move out of Cashew's reach, actually. Because none of you guys have.
Our fighters. I don't have my fighter dedication yet.
I don't either. That's after the Cavalier dedication.
So what he's going to do is he's actually going to run over here by Jalurie.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Wise.
Smart, but it's not good.
Now wait, no, he moves right here. That's where he moves.
Okay.
So that's what he does. And then this guy by Octarion is going to do.
He's gonna scuttle over. Oh no, he's gonna attack me. That's worse.
He's the one that moved. Oh, but he gets a crit fail on his first attack.
Yes. Good.
Crit
That was
fails.
good.
And they took away the fragile condition of the dog slicer, so I keep expecting it to break, and I'm like, whoa.
Okay.
And then it
Dog
does
Slicer is actually a pretty damn good weapon.
now. Yeah.
Before, it was just like a shitty short sword. Agile, backstabber, and finesse on one weapon seems real good.
So this is the one that had to use an action to move. So he moved, he attacked. Now he's going to use his second attack on Octarion.
Okay.
A 5 will not hit you,
Will not.
because then it's just a result of 6. So, what's your AC?
16 with the flank.
So it's a crit fail, which is weird. So he drops his knife again. He has to fumble to pick it back up, which is weird. Anyway, that's that. Jalurie, what's going on with you, girl? Cause you ain't looking so hot.
I feel like it's
No.
step back, heal.
But I don't think I can step back is the thing. I would if I could.
She'd have to go prone and crawl back because she's
Ugh.
right at the door. She could step. You can step this way, and you can step this way, and you can step right here. But you know that this guy attacks you when you're not really careful and watching him.
Yeah.
I.e., he has an AOO. So
Can I step like up to there if I take 2 steps?
if you move outside of his threat range without stepping, like if you move through his threat range, he will hit you. Well, he will
Yeah.
swing.
What I'm saying is there a space physically over here that I could theoretically take 2 steps to get to? Like step here, then step diagonal here.
You could. Can you do that?
That's what
Can
I'm
you
saying.
make two
Yeah.
steps in a round?
I feel like you can't. I could be wrong.
I think you can. It's just you can only move 5 feet with each step.
To the advanced search function. Oh, step is gonna take a while to parse through.
It is. There's a lot of spells that do that. A lot of feats.
So, and Alex isn't here.
He's not here to help us. Alex.
Um,
Here we go.
Step, you carefully move 5 feet. Unlike most types of movements, stepping does not trigger reactions such as attacks of opportunity based on move actions or leaving or entering a square. You can't step into difficult terrain or greater difficult terrain. So I can't.
But there's
do
nothing
it.
saying.
No, yeah, it actually says right here in the triggering moves thing. She could. They're talking about staying only moving in combat. She could step twice to get there to avoid triggering reactions, but that uses 2 actions instead of 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you trade off 2 actions. You can do that.
Would Jalurie be interested in delaying her turn first so I can try to kill this hobgoblin with that nice flank we have going?
Does delaying turn require actions though?
Oh, yeah, it does, doesn't it? Well, no,
Delaying
delaying doesn't.
action. I know you
Delaying
can ready
is
an
a free-
action. I don't know about delaying a turn.
Delaying is a free action.
Yeah,
Readying
delaying
is-
shouldn't cost anything. You're literally just electing to not do something.
Okay, so delay as
Yeah.
your turn begins. Okay, so she will delay her turn until after Octarion, who is still not in the initiative for some reason.
Right.
It is for
Yeah,
me.
but we know he goes between the bugbear and the
And
hobgoblin.
hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Between Bugbear and Hobgoblin is our dude, our Octarion. So, you're going to delay, you say, until
And-
after Octarion.
Yeah, because the bugbear already went, so...
Jalurie is
bugbear-
not in the initiative order for me either, actually.
Yeah, no, I see
Yeah.
Cashew and the bad guys. Oh, well, we know where they are. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is, but it is that. So, we can fix that. And I can fix that before next game. But right now we're in the heat of combat, and I don't feel like doing it.
Heat of the combat.
It's the heat of the combat.
I was gonna sing the actual lyrics.
Well, it's the heat of the moment. I'm telling you, man, next time we're together, we got good harmony. I'm just saying.
We do
All
what
right.
we can.
You gotta find out if there's a makerspace wherever you guys are. We can go to the library and record.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, so it's Buggy Bear's turn then. He's gonna come up here to attack Octarion. He can move right
Shouldn't he
here,
have
though.
gone already? Because Jalurie is an 11.
Jalurie's 17.
About to be 9.
17 for initiative? I don't think so. My last perception check was an 11.
Yeah,
Is this thing
it's still in the
changing?
chat.
Is this
It's
thing
like how it used to
changing?
be in Mordecaliber, and it would add 40 to everybody's initiative every round.
Something
just gonna-
happened.
All right, so as it looks right now, the Bugbear goes next.
Okay.
And then, because it might be fiddling with it, because I don't remember Cashew getting it. Did Cashew get a 21?
No, I did get a 21. I rolled an 18 plus 3.
I don't know what the deal is. But it's the Bugbear's turn. For some reason.
Yeah, hopefully I don't go down this round.
That's right, he is distracted by you. He's not going to come over and help his buddies. He's distracted by you. Okay,
We'll get
Cashew.
hero points. We'll be fine.
Yep, everybody's got one.
Quick, fly to Arkansas. Buy him Mountain Dew. We need more hero points.
I
First
will
one.
mail you Mountain Dew.
I don't love Mountain Dew that much.
Call the Pizza Hut in Fort Smith, where he lives. I don't know if he wants to necessarily say that on stream, but there, and have it delivered to his place.
Well, I don't live in Fort Smith, but I work
Fair.
in Fort Smith. So his is going to be, I think it's a +8 if I remember right.
What the fuck?
They're pretty good.
Why are their bonuses so much better than ours?
It's weird. They're
Well,
on
the
par.
goblins are using their decks, so that's on the goblins.
The goblins also have like 6 hit points. I know this because we fought a lot of them in Doomsday Dawn, unless we're fighting the bigger ones.
I would even if I was using my charisma, I wouldn't be swinging that hard. Goodness. Goodness.
He's not that much stronger than y'all.
Yeah, no, the bugbear is just CR like 2,
3.
3. Oh, we're using the big one.
No. I'm not using the big one. Let me make sure that I haven't been cheating y'all. These.
Does he have more than 30 hit points?
I have 30 hit points on the nose.
Okay. Yeah, I'm using. Actually, I am using the CR2 creature.
That's what I thought. It seemed to be about those
It is a
numbers.
plus
Not to
8.
be like cheating, but like it's a playtest. I'm genuinely curious. So
he
it's
gets
a 1, a 2, and 2 zeros.
He gets a 15.
That hits.
All right, he's using it two-handed.
Yeah, fucking
So-
down I go.
8. Oh, I rolled 2. It's a D12. Okay. D12. He does 3 plus 3, 6 damage.
Okay, I'm still up.
All right. Second attack.
Oh god.
Agile means you don't take the penalty, right? Or you
No,
have
you
the
take a
penalty too.
-4 instead of a
minus
-5.
5.
So he's gonna ball up his fist and swing at your face.
Oh, you piece of shit.
But he can't because he uses weapon. Well, I guess he could let go with one action and then punch.
Yeah, he ain't
I
moving
feel
anywhere. He ain't
Yeah,
moving
fair.
anywhere. So he's gonna do that. Is what he's going to do. So he's going to swing in. No. It's 8, 9, 10, 11 minus 4. So no. You see him swing at your face. It comes real close to your nose, Cashew. And that's his turn.
Cashew, gonna smash you.
He looks back at you and says,
You have to hit first, fat pale man.
Well,
Cashew, not a man. Cashew, so much more.
all right.
He was an agent of fate.
Agent of Fate. All right, 21 against that dude's flat-footed. Swing the scimitar.
That hits. Wait.
4.
Let me make sure. He's got a thing when he's got a buddy by it. I don't think it's enough. I know it's
He's
not
got-
enough for you not to hit him. Yeah, I know
He's
it's
gotta
not
have-
enough for you not to hit him.
2 buddies. Well, 4 more points of damage, minimum damage. It's not the time for minimum damage, but that's what I'm rolling.
Okay. He does not look super hot.
All right, second attack's coming at him with. Do I get greedy and go for the forceful damage, or do I take
Well,
the
wait.
save?
What did you rolled? Let me make sure because he's got his shield up right now.
And I rolled a 21 to hit.
21. So that it's 17 plus a plus. It's only plus 1. Okay.
Doesn't he
Yep.
need 2 adjacent allies to have?
When it's adjacent to at least 2. Oh yeah, when it's adjacent to at least 2 other allies. That's weird.
Not to be cheating, but it's a playtest, and I'm just curious how everything works. Second attack with the main gauche, because I gotta try to do agile things. I have dropped my d20. It is right here. I will roll it again. Here we go. So that's oh god. I wish there was more space in the like attack bonus with your weapons, with your strikes, so you could like stick that. So it's that one's a 18 to hit him flat-footed.
It does.
All right, where's that d4
See how much it does.
for max damage? 7 points of damage.
All right. So you slice into him, and he falls.
Good.
Thanks for getting my
So
shoes back.
I will look at Jarrko, nod, and the last attack is a strike with the main gauche going at whichever one of these goblins looks the more hurt. The -8 is
None
natural
of them
20.
have been touched.
Really? Didn't Cashew? No, they hit him. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 13 points of damage on the crit.
I mean, you may as well hit the one by Jalurie because she needs more
Yeah.
space to heal people. including
very
herself and
true.
Cashew.
We might just have to hit that burst at this point.
So this guy's
Nice.
down as well. Let me see. Massive damage rules are in play, are they not in the playtest?
They are, yeah. Did I just
If you
massive
take
damage
more
a
than
goblin to
double
death?
your
Probably
HP,
true.
you take massive damage.
Which he did too, because he has 6 hit points, because that's all over the first part of Doomsday Dawn.
Yeah.
Very familiar with that number.
So he takes massive damage and is, I believe, dying 2, 3, something? Oh.
Massive damage kills him outright. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Massive damage. You die instantly if you ever take damage equal to or greater than double your maximum hit points.
Ha! I like this game.
There we go.
Cool.
You outright kill him.
So
All
Octarion
the more
Scimitar.
reason to kill the Ubercharger meta.
You don't need it. I'm so much better without it. I'm still good. The Ubercharger meta still exists. My numbers are just smaller, but they're still bigger than everyone else's. So, okay. Knock the Hobgoblin's shield aside with my scimitar and then, like, slice across his neck and then, like, back into the goblin, I guess. Yeah. And that is my turn. That's 3 actions.
All right.
All right, J-Dog.
All right,
Takes
now
the town.
Jalurie is going to enter the initiative order again.
Okay.
Let's see. This guy is down for now, so he's not a threat. So
You know what you might do? You might 2-action heal target Cashew, and then 1-action heal target yourself.
that's exactly what I was thinking. I was
That
trying to
seems
see if
really-
I had to move before that or not. So
It depends if you want to deal with screening or not.
No, yeah,
I don't
that's
think
fair.
you have to, do you, with the ranged touch, as far as healing an ally?
it's
feel
not
like
an
you
attack
don't.
though.
Yeah.
And yeah, you don't have to roll, so no, it wouldn't face screening.
All right, so first things first, Jalurie is going to patch herself up in case Ugly decides to pop his head back up, heal somehow. I don't know.
You don't know this. You don't know the meta. Oh no, what's going
I
on?
don't know. So that
I've
heals
got
me
my-
for 10 hit points.
My,
That's pretty good.
All right.
She is above half health now. That's good. And then she will 2-round heal, or 2-action heal Cashew. From
thank you very much.
30 feet away. For not as much, 6 hit points.
Ooh.
That tips pretty fast.
Yeah, you gave me back all the hit points I just lost last round.
Mhm.
I mean, that was a 2 on a D8, so that could have been a lot better.
Yeah. That could have been like 12 hit points.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
It could have been, yeah, could have been one worse.
All right. An efficient use of a turn.
That was pretty
Now,
good,
Yeah.
to this guy, he makes a D20 check.
yeah. My DC is 16. He makes a fort save? Yeah. Well, he doesn't go then. He goes just before me. His order in the initiative moves right before Octarion acts, which is really weird. And then, like, I don't know if I like that because it's a lot of dancing, but
Well, we
does
will
that.
save that result then.
it was a
That
good one. I'll
means
take it.
it is Cashew's turn.
Cashew.
That's right. The bugbear goes, oh, when he sees the magic flow into you and your wounds start to heal. We chill, right?
Cashew is an agent of fate.
Cashew drops everything, throws 3 coins into the air.
He becomes the coin mage. That would be
Actually,
hilarious.
You
as
know what?
Cashew.
Yeah, that happens. He takes those 3 coins that he sort of keeps in his belt and he throws them in the air. And as the bugbear like watches the 3 coins pass into the air, the club just connects with the side of his temple. Because I rolled a 15 on the die.
All right.
Plus 5, so that's 20 total.
Yeah, you hit him.
Okay. For a 7 points of damage.
All right. You smack hard into his face. And he's still standing
Okay, then I will take that second one on the backswing.
as the slow-mo comes back.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spend the one action cast for a true strike,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
and I roll
Okay.
twice and take the better, and I ignore circumstantial penalties.
Seems good.
So does
Okay,
that get
that-
rid of the multiple attack penalty?
No, it does
Multiple
not.
attack penalty.
Okay.
A circumstance
Is not a
penalty is like it's not. That's like if you're flat-footed, say.
Okay. Does this guy have a reaction to ding me with a
I'm
spell?
making sure he doesn't. There he is.
Depends on which bugbear he is.
No, he does not. He does not. So, roll that check.
It would only trigger if it had the concentrate tag, right?
Or manipulate.
Yes. Or manipulate.
It has neither.
Oh,
And
shit.
manipulate is if it has a somatic component, it automatically has manipulate.
And I
No,
imagine
it's
true
only a
strike is one
verbal.
for-
Okay, so yeah, that does.
And
not
even
trigger.
then, Cashew can replace somatic components by just beating the drum on his chest.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, that is also.
You.
But beating my meat.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Natural 20.
All
That
right.
was a waste.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm an agent of fate.
Cashew is an agent of fate.
Dude.
What are we looking at?
8 plus 6 is 14.
All right. This guy, you see him as Cashew goes, kaboom, and he strikes, he verbals up the somatic of, with Cashew is an agent of fate. He goes, whoa, boom, and it's like those slow-mo uppercuts. It goes, boom, onto the ground as this guy is unconscious. And he moves just before your turn, which is
I'm so proud of myself.
You did it.
weird.
It's just a one little tipping point, and the whole like flow of the battle just did this for us.
Yep. This
Yeah.
is what the cards were telling us.
Yep.
All right. It comes around to the goblin. He looks around, drops the stuff, throws the daggers out, dumps the daggers out of his pouch, and says, "Ma give up. Ma give up." And he steps and steps and steps. He's like, "Ma give up. Ma give up."
Is there like a second hole out of here that he's going for?
No, he's just backed against the wall now.
Oh, okay.
Ma give up.
Let's pick up all this shit. Do they have anything down here?
It looks like they've raided a few things. They have a bag of grain you guys didn't have.
Oh.
Nice.
Half a bag of
That's some
grain.
nice gear.
They have their gear if you want to take their gear.
Octarion is gonna look back at Jalurie and like look at the goblin and look back at Jalurie and look down at the goblin, look back at Jalurie, back at the goblin, back at Jalurie and stay at Jalurie.
Well, he didn't take my
Um,
shoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's completely divest this hobgoblin of his shit.
Yeah, the hobgoblin's got real good gear.
Yeah.
Man, I
What
wish
does
he
the bugbear have on him?
The bugbear has his basic gear. I think I got him still pulled up. He has a bastard sword, 3 javelins that he didn't use, and leather armor.
Guess I'll take the javelin unless somebody's wanting a ranged option.
Are you already
Yeah, I'm
carrying
already-
javelins? Because I'm already carrying javelins.
I'm carrying 20. 19. One got broke by Thule.
Okay, I have 3, so I will take one of them.
You have a 3. That's totally fine by me. Bastard sword's real tempting.
It's two-handed. Can go either
It
way.
is. Well, sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the scimitar's got more stuff going for it than the bastard sword does.
That's it. The
Does that mean
bastard
we
sword.
can't sell it?
3 javelins and what was the last thing?
Leather armor. Right?
Yep.
The dog slicers are actually pretty damn good. If I couldn't. I'm keeping the main gauche because the main gauche has parry. But
And
it's tempting.
okay, what does the hobgoblin have on him?
I'll get down to him for you.
It's like a long sword and a shield or something.
That was pretty. What do we tell Jarrko? Because he's gonna give us shit when we get back.
We tell Jarrko he's a coward.
Given.
Before
What
the
else do we tell him?
hobgoblin gets up, Jalurie wants to. She doesn't want to like just keep wailing on him until he dies, but she wants to throw fist at his face with her spiked gauntlet.
In that case, Octarion will remove his scimitar from the hobgoblin's throat. Back away slow. Actually, not back away slowly. I'm just gonna go over to the bugbear and just start like carving him.
Okay.
Because there's no coup de grace. You have to make the attack at like a -4 or something.
To clarify, are we executing these two or not?
Yes. I'm executing the bugbear. If Jalurie doesn't want to execute the hobgoblin, I will execute the hobgoblin, but it looks like she wants to deal with it herself. Which I'm
I
like,
wash my
Jalurie was just
hands.
gonna leave his face like cut up, but if we're executing the bugbear, she'll execute the hobgoblin as well.
Okay.
if like, we don't, they'll just do it again to someone else.
Yeah, true.
So, it has been as it is spoken, so it is done. You guys have killed 3 of the 4 group, and he just looks away. He's kind of shielding, not necessarily looking away from the gore because he doesn't care about the gore, but kind of looks away. Making sure no one's coming at him mainly.
Cashew, do you want another love child? Now might be the chance.
No, I think I'm all washed out on parenthood.
Jalurie will pick up
For a while, anyways.
flip them back onto her feet. She's very surprised that they fit this big old hobgoblin.
Hobgoblins are actually short.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tall.
Yeah, they're like the size of like dwarves, which is
they're
weird,
like-
right?
They're like little orange bandy-legged
They're
half
not
people.
orange. They're gray.
They're orange.
They're gray. They're not Oompa
They're,
Loompas.
they're super gray, yeah.
They're not beefy Oompa Loompas, Kane.
They're
That's
beefy
terrifying.
Oompa Loompas in my setting.
The most terrifying. Actually, the flavor text for the hobgoblin in the beast share says it stands as tall as a human, so that's weird.
Oh, well, they're taller in this setting now. What does this beefy Oompa Loompa have on his corpse?
Oh man, he had homunculus poison. No,
Did he
wait,
really?
he did. That's a different.
That's the homunculus in the next entry, huh?
All right, so he has.
Not bad poison.
I'm assuming we're out of turn order now. If that's it.
Yeah, if you guys are
Because we're-
executing, then yes. Heavy wooden shield, hardness 3, long sword, short bow with 10 arrows, and yeah, I think that's what he's got.
As a bard, Cashew is in fact proficient with shields
And longswords.
and long swords. What? No.
Yep,
Jesus.
you could make the bard is the Gish of the playtest.
Man, all the casters are the dishes in the playtest though.
Heavy
Well, the
wooden shield,
playtest-
longsword.
Heavy
the
wooden
longsword
shield,
specifically?
long sword, and short bow with 10 arrows.
Rapier, sap, short swords, triple. Damn.
But technically,
guess
anybody can be a
that's pretty
Gish
good.
because of the way multi-classing works
Mhm.
or archetyping.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
So,
gonna take you
So-
off this-
What are we gonna do about this last guy? We're just gonna let him run off into the.
no, Jalurie's gonna.
You
go
5
up
foot
to him?
away.
Oh,
You know,
that's kind of cold.
It is kind of cold. Here's an athletics check to grab him.
Don't no. Are you gonna do the I hold him, you punch? That's man.
No.
It's a 21 over his fort defense in it. I think it is. Right?
Jalurie wasn't attacking him. She was just approaching him to talk to him.
And I'm grabbing him so he don't go nowhere.
all right,
Little
so
looking guy.
it goes against his
This
athletics
is
DC, which is 3, so it's 13, I guess. As a baseline. Yeah, 13.
Yep,
So if you beat it, 13.
targeting against his fort DC. I rolled a 14 on the dice, and
Oh, it's
that's
fort
relevant.
DC.
So I had a 21, so I can't quite crit success.
No,
So
you
he's-
can, because if it's against fort DC and not athletics DC, then
Mhm.
you do crit. You just do, because he's got a +1 on his fort.
I thought it was athletics.
That's against fort DC to grapple him. So
Oh.
he's restrained. So Octarion's just gonna as he's moving away, I'm gonna move up behind and just hand on back of head into wall. Well, hand on ear. It's a goblin from Pathfinder. Just, I'm gonna defer to Jalurie on this one.
Give up! Give up! No! Don't beat me! Don't hurt me! Give up!
You see a little trickle of water beneath him. Or,
Actually, you know what? Actually, Octarion's gonna try a diplomacy check.
No,
Yeah,
you're
Lury's
gonna way
getting ready to
past
do
this.
that.
Class,
Dude's
yeah.
himself.
Okay, and I'll try an intimidate check. I'll remain the bad cop. The roll is the same. It's a D20 -1. I won't let her punch you to death. Yeah, we're gonna get greedy. If you will follow us and make sure this never happens to our wagon again. Never mind. It is a
Nope.
5.
Nope. Stop trying to pick up followers.
No, you can't tell me what to do, Kane.
I can't.
No.
Well, I'm.
You lie! You lie! You let her kill me anyway! You just want me to. You didn't let her kill me
Jalurie approaches
anyway!
the goblin, kneels down next to him, being careful to avoid the puddle.
what was that?
She kneels down next to him, being careful to avoid the puddle.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a running theme of you standing in piss.
I know MEP back there. I can smell it. I was there. I did too. It was scary. This was words. That was fun.
Well, you did give up voluntarily, didn't you? And you returned my daggers.
Yours. No, don't care. Don't care.
Do you think you can, do you think you can turn away from, such a life of depravity and maybe do something better with yourself? Perhaps.
Oh, yeah,
Followers after
definitely.
all.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Definitely can do that. Yeah, definitely can do that.
And I will roll a diplomacy on this one.
Okay.
He's trying to get him to basically better himself, not necessarily be a follower, but to do better with his life.
My perception check is a
You good.
13 to see if he's lying.
Oh, through his teeth.
Oh,
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, he is lying through his teeth. He's like, well, it's not necessarily lying. He's saying it's not necessarily lying. He's just saying whatever you want to hear for him to live. That's the idea you're getting. Whatever you want to hear so that he can live.
Say you want to hear something particularly weird. He'll say it. Hand on main gauche. Other hand on ear of goblin. Why would I push it as a goblin? I could just pick it up by the ear and just whip.
Yeah. It's connective tissues based upon how meaty those ears are. Probably would support its lithe frame.
Fair enough.
I wonder what
Alright.
the crit
Hold on.
fail for the diplomacy is, because that was a nat 1.
That
Well-
is something does happen.
All right,
Uh,
while that happens, I'm gonna start digging out a little more of this hole, so I don't have to Shawshank my way up through here.
You do feel
Not
like
only does the
it's-
target refuse the request, but her attitude towards you also decreases by 1 step due to the temerity. That's a fun word. Of the request. So now the goblins would, man, enough. I'm gonna just take my main gauche and just. That's 21 over his. Oh, he's restrained.
He's a restrained, non-combative, surrendering individual.
I had played Octarion at neutral to start because I wanted to see where the universe would take it. So it's immobile and flat-footed. Yeah, it's got a -2.
Do you do 12 damage?
Probably. Did I crit him? I hope I crit him.
Well, you would have
6,
to. He's not resisting.
7. I did 10. Whatever, he's dead.
You did.
And then he
10.
gets a massive damage this goblin.
Well, you did 10, and then he would take extra damage for being flat-footed, would he not?
You would not. I'm not a rogue. Or I'm not using. I guess I could have used a dog slicer against him, but I did not.
Okay. So, yeah, Cashew and Jalurie see Octarion go, enough of this, and just pin his head to the wall and go, shh, and Nye sliced his head off his shoulders and drop him.
Well, that was excessive.
Maybe he'll listen now. I wager you have about 12 seconds to get positive energy into him, or he's very dead. Look at watch.
Jalurie shakes her head. She goes, "No, I couldn't make him live through that again."
7, 8, 9.
Fair enough.
She walks
Octarion.
away.
Octarion will
11.
put the thing out of its misery.
It is dead.
Now I'm an evil person.
You've ticked closer.
Fair enough. Good.
The
Alrighty.
GM,
So,
the GM will remember this.
so will the poor little half-elf girl. The price of boots is steep.
These boots cost a lot.
All right,
Well,
and
I mean-
that pertains to the second reading I did today. Check that off. Never mind.
She gave him a chance to turn around. He basically, his attitude towards her got worse for it.
And Octarion
And-
made sure the rat didn't go back to another rat nest and bring more rats to steal our food.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And Jalurie could not bring him back to life just to have him refuse again and be killed by Octarion again.
That's fair.
All right, Cashew's climbing up. He's gonna take some spare rope and leave it down at the bottom of this hole so you guys can tie bundles of crap to it and we can haul it out.
Just tie all the bison meat we find to the rope. More bison meat.
I mean, I wouldn't mind holding on to that bastard sword. No, wait, I need a free hand.
You do. No, you don't. Your somatic components can come from music, which includes singing.
No, this is true.
Cashew.
I might want to hold on to that bastard sword for my fighter dedication then.
Deal.
Cashew.
I'm okay with this. I'm gonna hold on to the dog slicers.
I mean,
Dog
why not
slicer,
hold on to
singular.
just about everything? We can sell it.
I mean, dog slicers are good though.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do sell some stuff.
But we can sell the rest of it. I'm probably gonna take that fighter dedication at level 3.
Gotcha.
Fair enough.
Relevant.
Did we hit level 3? That was a hard combat. Alex shows up next week. Oh, I'm level 3 now. You're welcome.
No.
No, he'd be like, nah, I had the level.
Oh,
Now this is us getting
Pathfinder
distracted and getting
second edition.
shoes.
Yep.
Also, did
Not
Alex
progressing
leave?
the story.
I don't know. He's not here. What? I don't know what happened to him. Did he fall asleep?
Maybe.
All right. Anyway, we can wrap this up. So, we got robbed, stole back stuff from Gabos. All right. Okay. So you guys start heading back that way. And it's been like an hour since you left. Maybe an hour and a half. So it does take time to get all that junk up. Also, since you basically killed them all and raided them, you do find more stuff by looking around.
Yes.
You find
Perception check.
in silver and copper, you find about, we'll say about 50 silver
All right.
and
Dang.
32 copper.
All right. It's written down.
Nice.
There's an assortment of different like knick-knacky things. Like they probably have raided a farmhouse or something like that at some point because they've got bent up silverware and stuff like that they thought was funny. There's the normal stuff of bones and bits of leather and junk like that they would use to piecemeal their clothes together. Judging from the put-togetherness of this, even though the bugbear was the stronger one, it was probably the hobgoblin who was the boss because he had the best stuff. So,
It's also probably the smartest.
Yeah.
yeah. All that said, you find some stuff. You actually get like your grandma's Afghan type of blanket.
Yes. Specifically. Gam.
So you get that Gam's Afghan, and aside from that, you head back to your previous campsite to find no wagon, no Jarrko, no Tibelda, and no green wolf.
Miserable cowards.
Did
All
he
right.
talk to you about this?
He did not.
No.
No, I mean Adam. Did he message you about this?
Oh God.
No.
No.
Best
Before we
way-
left, or before we started combat, that he was taking the wagon and heading.
Yeah, if you guys remember, you guys left, and then the wolf looked at him.
Oh yeah,
Just
no, I
looked at him.
remembered all that. I'm saying, did Alex message you about I'm gonna ditch these nerds?
Screw you guys. I'm going to not kill random goblins for shoes.
All right. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
they've been gone probably
An
less
hour?
than an hour, like an hour at most. We can
Survival
track
of 21 to find giant boar prints and giant wagon prints.
They're not hard to find, but y'all are walking today.
I was walking before.
Horsemen. Jalurie.
See, you know what a good idea it was that we went and got your shoes, because he would have left us at the drop of a hat anyways, and you would have been walking around barefoot.
All right. But that's where we will pick up next time. Kind of around that point. So there we
Fair
go.
enough. That was good. That was
Um,
fun. After having my car broken into and attempted to be fucking jumped, I needed to kill a goblin that was innocent for no goddamn reason.
Tommy's real world evil is spilling over.
yeah, it is.
All
So
right.
you didn't mention that someone tried to jump you.
Yeah, somebody did. Well, they didn't jump me. I shouldn't say it that way. They tried
Jump
to
the car.
hotwire my car. Because
I
the
think
plastic
they're
bit around
jumping
me
you.
busted off, so one assumes they like broke it off and tried to like hotwire the thing.
All right.
I
tried to-
decided I'm gonna leave used insulin needles all over my car and cover them in like cat shit. I can't think of how else to booby trap my vehicle.
Punji.
Well, you can actually get
Yep.
arrested. You can actually get charged with crimes for booby trapping your own stuff. But
Bullshit.
no, you can't.
You can.
That's so stupid. Self-defense.
But anyway, thank you, travelers, for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed the game. We're going to sign off, and probably if we still want to chat, we need to do it in the Discord or something, because otherwise this is going to record it, the whole thing, and we talk about weird, crazy channel stuff.
Weird, crazy channel stuff.
So, thank you for coming by. As always, have a great day. God bless, and enjoy. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.